stopped doing it after like 4 episodes again.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to Out of the Darkness. I'm your host, Suninthebat, but you can call me Andrew, and I'm here with
I'm
my
your co-host,
co-host.
Pandahead.
Yep,
You can call me Meth Head. I don't know.
Met. Don't call him meth head. Call him crackhead.
No, don't do that.
Don't call him
I
that
don't live
either.
I don't live in I don't live in Missouri.
Missouri. All right. This is
Anyway,
awkward.
we are back, I guess,
Yeah.
again
Yeah. Back again for the third time.
under a
This.
new name this time, under the name Out of Darkness.
Yeah. Out of darkness. Everything's changed, and the reason why we picked Out of Darkness is because we're coming out of the darkness. All right. We're coming out of the darkness. We've been in the dark. I mean, this isn't really the real reason we picked this name, but it fits, right? Like the description.
Yeah,
Like,
because he's the sun. He's
and
sun in the bat.
and we've been in the darkness on this podcast thing for so long.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. So we're
You know,
out
I
of the.
never really thought of it that way, actually.
Yeah, it's even
The
makes it
perfect
even
way of
cooler.
thinking it, now that I think about it.
Yeah. So now we're coming out of the darkness, and hopefully you're gonna watch, and we are
Hope you're
talk.
going to stay out of the darkness.
Yeah. Let's just hope. So when I think our last podcast was like in
It was
February.
February.
It was like before my birthday, I think. Let me
Yeah,
check.
it was right after your mom got married.
I think it might have been yeah, it was either before then. Yeah, I think it was after. Yeah. So it was definitely February. It looks like it was February 12th. So yeah, a couple days before my birthday, 2 days before my birthday. And did we even have a guest? Do you remember? Did we
No, it
even
was Caden. It was
It
British
was
Caden.
yeah, it was days. Yeah. So we like came back. Um all right. Let me explain the history. So this podcast first started back in 2020, January 24th, so the start of the year. And this is like before COVID started, right?
Yeah, we were joking about COVID the first episode.
Yeah,
Actually, no, it was
so
the second episode. We were joking about COVID.
so we did one on the 24th and then one on February 1st and then
No, January 31st.
oh, we did. Oh, it's not on
Yeah, it was
here for
January
some reason.
31st. It was recorded, and then it just got released on
Oh,
February 1st.
okay. Yeah.
And then it was Super Bowl weekend, so we were all talking about that.
And then it looks like we kind of skipped into May, and
Yeah,
then
you did.
May
You
again.
got a new host. You skipped into May.
Yeah, I don't.
We got a new co-host, and you skipped into
Oops,
May.
I accidentally clicked on an episode. Gonna copyright ourselves. Yeah, so then that was stupid. I think we talked about that on a previous episode, though. That was stupid. That guy was kind of an idiot, and I don't
Didn't
know
he,
how
didn't
I
he
ended up
like
there.
ghost you and like just vanish from the face of the earth or some shit like that?
Yeah, so his name. Well, I'm not gonna say his name. I don't really care. He doesn't deserve the to be talked about. But yeah, I mean, he seemed like he was taking it pretty seriously, and then he. I remember one excuse he had was like his. We were like mid recording of the podcast, I think, and I think he had to leave because he said his friend was getting beat up or something. It was probably bullshit.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he said he had to hop on his bike and like go help his friend. It was probably
Oh
bullshit
my
to be
god.
honest. And then the second time I called him and I think he was playing video games and he said he couldn't do it. So then I was like, fuck it, fuck that guy. And I think
Yeah, it was
I
just.
did a single episode with H24 too.
Yeah, I remember you. I remember the next day I was like, you did an episode without you did an episode looking for a co-host and you didn't even think to fucking call me.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like you couldn't have given me a simple ring, like ring, 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 ring.
well, I think it was late. I didn't think you were up. I don't know. I don't remember when
You didn't
that
expect at
was.
least fucking try.
Yeah.
If I don't answer, I don't answer. Then go on with your life. At least fucking try.
Next time I will, but there won't need to be a need for a next
No
time.
need to be next time.
Right, right, right. So yeah, that happened, and then we came back again. Well, let me see. There's a big jump. So it went from May to October of 2020, which was when I think me and you reunited with it. And
Yeah, October 2020. That's when we did American Caden, or
yeah,
the Big Red.
yeah, and then we had episode 7. Oh yeah, because it went from October to January again, and then we said we're
Yep.
back for good. That one's titled.
That didn't fucking happen.
Yeah, that didn't
But we did
happen.
do 3 good episodes earlier this year.
Yeah, so that was 2021, right?
2022.
2022, yeah.
We didn't do a single podcast episode in 2021.
Right. That's kind of sad, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yes, then we came back. We had that movie talk episode with your buddy.
Yep.
How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. He actually just got accepted into college.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh, shit.
Not gonna mention where he's going for privacy reasons.
Shit, good for him. That was a cool episode. We talked, yeah, that was a good one. And then February 12th, our last episode was with Days.
Yeah, talking about the fucking Super Bowl.
Did we? Yeah, we did talk about the Super Bowl. That was,
Also around the time that Caden started playing Madden.
yeah, he was into that for a minute, and I think he just got bored with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all got bored of it eventually.
You know, I still play that game.
Yeah, you're like a diehard football guy. I don't think the rest of us are as much.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
don't
could
think
care
so.
less about football, to be totally honest.
I think a lot of people were into it before me, and I kind of got into it late. That's probably why. And I think everybody else is probably just burnt out over it, and I'm like still kind of new to it a little bit, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Um,
All right. It's time for a new segment. Two Dudes, One Album. In which we review an album of both of our choices.
which,
And today we're starting out with the first one with a very obvious one, but
by the way, if
Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory, released in October 24th, 2000.
I'm surprised you know the exact day, because I don't. So he is there. By the way, there might be like a pre-recorded time for our new segment. Like there might be like
Yeah.
some pre-recorded thing. I don't know. Maybe
Probably
next
just
episode.
make like an intro
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. So I mean,
Not a bad idea.
you will know. Like if you heard it, you heard it. But if not, the next episode for sure. But hopefully we can figure something out for that. So yeah, Hybrid Theory. You have the CD next to you. I have the record, which you do own the record.
I have
too,
the
right?
record too. I just didn't bother to go. I just couldn't be bothered to go get it right now.
It's backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's backwards from my. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my camera.
Your camera's not backwards.
Mine is on my screen.
Oh, is
I know
mine
yours
backwards?
is not backwards though.
Mine isn't.
I don't know why. I don't know why the
On
views
my end, it
inverted
is.
on each other's screens. Like that is weird.
Here's the album art. I got the Walmart exclusive with the red vinyl.
Yeah, that's the one I got for vinyl as well. And then here's the album art on the back.
Oh yeah,
Lovely picture of the band.
that does have that in here too. Or no, it's on the back of here. Look, yeah. Oh, you got like the red CD too. Is this CD always red or was the
Yeah, the
original
CD was
different?
always red.
See,
CDs always have cool designs on them.
I have the Hybrid
Like as you'll
Theory.
see in later episodes when we review more albums that I have in my collection.
Should I pull out the actual vinyl or no? Or is that unnecessary?
It's a bit of a hassle, but you could do it if you want.
Well,
With,
technically, you know, this is an audio version podcast only. We probably should have mentioned. You might want to go watch this episode on YouTube.
the video version if you want to see
Yeah.
everything.
Because if you are listening to just the audio, we just showed off the CD
The
version.
vinyl and CD.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to check that out. Or you might already know what it looks like. But, alright, so.
You might have it yourself. I don't know.
This is
But anyway.
We wanted to add something new to the podcast, so we thought we would add a,
albums review.
Yeah, album review.
Since we talk about music way too fucking much on this channel.
Yeah, I think this podcast is definitely, like, settled around, I mean, it's settled around a lot of shit, but music.
Oh, and notice how we have flags in the background? That's a foresight for future album reviews. Just saying.
That is actually funny because I forgot you had one too, and yours isn't camera view. Mine's hard to tell. Mine's like lopsided on my end.
Honestly, yours is, I like yours better, to be totally honest. I think mine's kind of a bit dull compared to yours. Like, you got a
Yeah,
different one.
you have a cool one though too. Actually,
Mine's
um,
an older one. That's like Wrong Side of Heaven era Five Finger Death Punch flag.
my stepdad gave or like I don't know if he like gave it to me. I might just be borrowing it to be honest. I don't know, but he let me put it in my room. I actually have a lot of band bandanas that he just let me. He may have given them to me. I don't know. He just kind of
Nice.
handed that shit to me, and he was like, "Do what you want with it."
Anyway, album.
Yeah, we're getting off topic.
All right.
All right.
So the main singles from the album are Paper Cut, One Step Closer, Crawling, and In the End.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk
Now, a lot
about?
of these singles still play on the radio today, actually, ironically enough. Like, you could even go on Top 40 radio and listen to that kind of shit. Like, that's the one bit of good music they still play.
Should
Because
I?
all the other shit is like, I got my driver's license last week.
Oh man, fuck that one. No offense to. Actually, ton of offense. I'm sorry
Yeah.
if you like that song. I don't know if you should be listening to this podcast.
Well, no, you shouldn't. You're. Alright, anyway.
Um,
So,
I'm gonna read off the track list for this album, right?
yeah, go right ahead.
And technically, I'm reading it off my Apple Music, but my Apple Music has the deluxe edition. Okay, I found the normal edition. So it has Paper Cut, One Step Closer, With You, Points of Authority, Crawling, Runaway, By Myself, In the End, A Place for My Head, Forgotten, Cure for My Itch, and Pushing Me Away. Now, I'm not like. I'm sure I've heard all these songs, but if we're being realistic, I'm only like into like the bigger ones.
See, I like every. There are a few that are just like meh, but I like most, if not all of them.
Yeah, same.
Like, even A Cure for the Itch is actually a decent song.
Yeah, like my favorites are like Paper Cut, One Step Closer, Points of Authority. I feel like is underrated.
Yeah, it is.
Crawling. I think Runaway might be underrated
Runaway is a
too.
good one. I love Runaway.
Yeah, me too. Do you think it's underrated though? Because I feel like not a lot of
Yes,
people talk about that one.
yes, yeah. Runaway is a vastly underrated song.
By
And actually,
myself,
another big favorite of mine is Pushing Me Away. Pushing Me Away is a really good one.
I don't remember that one that much. I'm gonna have to re-listen to that one. Which is
Why I never walked away.
which is bad because we're reviewing these, but you know,
I mean,
still.
you don't necessarily have to know all the songs on the album. Like, this is actually one of the few albums I've listened to like back to like front to back many times.
And
So I won't know everything about every album.
regardless, this album is fucking goated. I mean, this is one of the greatest hard rock albums of all time. That's what it's. That's what it
Let's
says
see,
on Apple Music is hard
it
rock.
also boasts uh, the incredible commercial success of being the best-selling debut album of the 21st century.
Is it considered new metal?
Yes,
Yeah, I would think so too.
it's considered new metal, alternative rock, hard rock, and even it's even considered pop by some people.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess. Yeah.
Like, Linkin Park basically took new metal, basically was like the Nirvana of new metal. It kind of took, a sound that everyone knew from like Korn, Limp Bizkit, and Deftones, and kind of translated into something more radio friendly and accessible to everybody.
Yeah, it definitely changed music forever. I think. I mean, regardless, Linkin Park is one of the first band. It is the first band I've ever listened to. I mean, it was them and Disturbed, I remember, but Linkin Park was a big one. Every time I listen to a Linkin Park song, it's attached to some type of memory. And there's only like few bands that I have that with, so they're a very important one, I think, for me. And this
I think
album is a big one.
the funny thing is kind of the opposite for me. Like, I actually didn't get a Linkin Park until later.
Yeah,
Like,
that's funny.
I started off with Five Finger Death Punch, Shinedown, Disturbed, and Korn.
Yeah, I think the first time I listened to Linkin Park was in 2011. I remember my oldest
The first
brother.
time I actually listened to him, realizing it's Linkin Park, was 2017.
My
Like,
oldest brother.
I heard their songs on the radio, but
Yeah,
it was like,
it's
I
funny.
kind of didn't really think
In
twice about them at the time.
in my household or car, we've never really listened to rock on the radio, so I'd never really heard a lot of the rock songs on the radio until
But Linkin Park was
I really
heavily
got
featured
into
on
it.
Top 40 radio even in 2011. So
Yeah. My brother used to play the songs in his room when I was younger, like back in 2011 or like 2012, I remember. So that's kind of how I know them the most.
how would you explain the story of how you found out Chester died?
Actually, yes, I can. Oh, man. Funny enough, I I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm not gonna give away where. So the Kroger we were talking about earlier,
Yeah,
and this is like kind of. I mean, I did
the
kind
one
of
near your
like.
house. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I found out in there, like we were grocery shopping or something. I was on my phone, and I think I seen it on Facebook, and I was pretty sad. Like, damn. But I wasn't like into that music. Like, I mean, I liked that music, but I kind of like wasn't listening to it as much anymore at that time. So it didn't hit as hard for me. I feel around that time because I didn't start getting back into like rock until like 2019. I think is when I really started getting into it.
Thanks to me, I think.
Yeah, yeah. You and my cousin had a big influence. I think.
Yeah, like I remember, like I saw you like the Rob Zombie post, and I was like, "You like this shit?"
Yeah,
He's
Rob
like, and you're
Zombie's
like,
legendary.
"Man, I listened to Disturbed, Linkin Park, and maybe some Slipknot. But that's about it."
Yeah, I think my
Or
music
sometime.
taste has definitely expanded after me and you became friends.
And I'm just like, okay, here's a bunch of fucking metal. Here you go.
Yeah, because
Just in droves. Here, take it. Take it like your mom did last night.
there it is. I remember, yeah, because I remember the first time I heard, a Slipknot song. Or it wasn't my first time, but my cousin was kind of pushing them onto me. And I thought
Yeah.
they were fucking weird, kind of, like heavy
The
metal.
same, actually, you kind of pushed them on me because I was
Yes.
actually not a huge Slipknot fan before 2019.
Yes, so, like,
Like, I was actually much more a fan of Stone Sour.
my yeah, my cousin pushed them on me a little bit, so then I started listening to them, and then I heard they were going to the concert, and I was like, I gotta go. And my brother wasn't gonna let me go, but eventually he let me go because he bought extra tickets and shit. And from there, man, I think me and you have had a great bond over like metal music and stuff, rock music.
And so the final tally of Lincoln, before we start talking about concerts, the final tally of Lincoln Park's hybrid theory, 10 out of fucking 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, I think we should rate all of them out of 10, and I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 too. Not only does it have one of the most iconic rock songs, I feel like in the end, like that's like one of their biggest songs, and it's so fucking iconic. I guarantee you could show that song to a fucking pop head, like somebody that listens to like hip hop or something. Not
Fucking a Taylor Swift fan will recognize
yeah,
it.
yeah, and not only that, what wasn't the album they had with or like the EP they made with Jay Z, like Hybrid
Yeah,
Theory
that one
songs?
definitely has something to do with it as well, like the Collision Course EP.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, is heavily underrated these days. Like,
because
as far as mashups go, like, that's the gold standard.
doesn't that EP
Like, it
have
works so well.
isn't that based off of like Hybrid Theory albums? Or I mean songs,
It's
songs,
Hybrid Theory Meteor mixed with a few Jay-Z songs like
right?
Izzo, Gigggia what.
Actually, I remember seeing a live concert Linkin Park and Jay Z did one time.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, you should watch the documentary they did for Collision Course.
I think I have it.
They did a DVD for it.
I think I have it.
Because, yeah, this was 2004.
I know my
DVDs were still a
brother
thing,
has it.
kids.
Actually, it should be in my closet somewhere. Actually,
You'll have to look for it.
yeah.
Tell me if you do have it. That would
Fine.
actually be a cool thing.
I say I rate Hybrid Theory 10 out of 10 as well. I mean, there's so many
Oh shit, weather alert.
memories connected to it for me, and like it's so iconic, and it is the greatest Linkin Park album. I mean, it was their first album, so
Yeah.
yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. And yeah, so this has been Two Dudes One Album.
We look forward to reviewing more albums in the future.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what albums you think we should review in the future, because I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I feel like we got a lot that we could do, but I'd like to see, like maybe there's like a band that we don't really know about, and like maybe some people want us to like review like some of their favorite albums that maybe we're not too familiar with.
Could you guys do "Sour" by Olivia Rodrigo?
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh
However,
shit, that'd be funny if you got a comment for that though.
I think if there's like a new album out though, like we'll definitely review that, like at
Oh
least by
yeah,
a band we like.
yeah, yeah.
But regardless, I like reviewing older albums.
Like I will, as I said, we spoiler alert, we're gonna have to do "I Prevail."
Oh
We're gonna
yeah,
have to do both "True Power" and "Trauma."
yeah.
We're gonna have to do "Corn." We're gonna have to do like self-titled
You remember
"Fall Leader" issues
we
and
were gonna
"Untouchables"
do
for
the new
Corn.
Shine Down album?
Play out Planet Zero. We gotta do that one.
Yeah, I remember
We gotta do an official review of Requiem.
I think we should review the new Slipknot album, although I don't think people really like our review of it. It's like a big time.
I don't really like the new Slipknot album. Anyway, let's talk
I
about concerts
I
at
don't
this
know.
point because I don't want to review more albums that we didn't intend to review.
Yeah,
Alright, so
we will re-listen to albums though before we actually
oh
give a
yeah,
full review.
yeah. Anyway, so 2022 has basically it's kind of been the year of concerts for me. Like I've really started ramping up on the amount I go.
Not
Like I've
me.
seen like what 5 concerts this year,
We have previous podcasts where I said I'm going to go to all these concerts and I haven't went to one.
and you never went to them. Yeah,
And I will explain, all right? And it hurts me because just a couple days ago, or no, it was like, yeah, 2, 3 days ago,
yeah. It was like 2, 3 days ago.
I Prevail was, they're from
Doing two
Detroit,
two shows
two
in Detroit.
shows, and I had to work both days. Or, wait, I don't think I worked one of the days, but I have nobody to go with me. Like,
I
literally.
mean, you didn't have money for the tickets. I mean, I was lucky to find someone to go with me.
Dude,
With me, I went to
they
see him.
they were expensive. I looked last minute because
Oh yeah,
they
oh
were
yeah,
fucking. I mean, they were about the because you remember like they were so expensive for you when you first looked. They were like, and
yeah.
they were actually cheaper. I was, but I guess because they had sold out, like people were reselling them for more money. So
Mm.
and like
Yeah,
we talked about the other day, oh fuck, what was the band? The other band.
Pierce the Veil.
Yeah, I don't really care for them. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't either.
So
I really don't either.
I'm not as upset. I don't think that I like miss them. I mean, I'd probably rather see them with like a better lineup. But I mean, there were some other interesting bands, I guess. I
I don't know.
know.
Fit for a King was good.
Yeah, I would have been interested in seeing them, but if anything, I probably would have just been paying for I Prevail, which is, I mean, probably worth the money. But I just had nobody to go with, and I had to work, so because I actually got a job since the last podcast, but I'm actually like, I don't want to get into it. Anyways, yeah.
So basically, for me, it was
How
like
was it?
I'm actually gonna review like all the concerts in kind
Actually,
of like chronological order.
Start from the first one.
Okay, so what was it? The first one I went to this year was I went and saw Slash with Miles Kennedy.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. And it was nice that actually getting to see Miles Kennedy not actually be able to do his high note because he was not able to do it when I saw Alter Bridge in 2019. Although I am going to see them again in February, so hopefully that'll be redeeming.
Okay.
But yeah, Slash was pretty good. Their opener Plush was pretty good as well. I know that I'd still laugh at I was talking with some people in the crowd after Plush went off stage. And so, just for context, Plush is all girls. Like, it's all female. And everyone was just like, dude, that drummer's so fucking hot.
What the fuck? Wait,
I'm not
female
even
drummer?
joking. And I'm just thinking, like, here we are. We literally got dazzled by, like, an amazing performance by these guys. Like, these guys were actually killing it.
And they're all females?
And all we can talk about is, damn, that drummer's hot.
Was it a hot drummer?
Yeah, she was. Hot blonde.
Was she good? Ooh.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah, she was pretty good.
There are some good female drummers, unfortunately. Not
But the
unfortunately.
most
That's good, but unfortunate for me because there are female drummers better than me.
the But
Embarrassing.
no, the highlight of the night was ultimately I got one of Slash's guitar picks.
That's right. Actually, I did go to a concert this year, but I'll let you finish.
That was the first one. The next one was Shinedown, Pretty Reckless, and Diamante.
Dude, I want to see
Diamante was okay.
I want to see
She wasn't
Shinedown
that
so
great.
bad.
Diamante wasn't that
Who is
great,
the?
I will say.
Am I stupid for not knowing?
She's the one that did that song with Bad Wolves a couple of years ago. I mean, I don't really know her from anything else.
Did your dad want to go to that one?
Yeah, he was the one that actually it was kind of him that said, "Oh, I bought us tickets for it."
Okay.
But yeah, it was you know,
It's funny because the way you explain your dad, he doesn't seem like the type of dude that'd be interested in live events.
he doesn't
But he
he
is
doesn't
kind of
like a lot of the bands I want to see.
right.
He did not want to see I Prevail with me at all, which is why I ended up going with the one girl. I'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to Pretty Reckless was good. Pretty Reckless. I mean, I will say I think they could have done better, but at the same time, like after coming off of Diamante, they actually were pretty good.
Okay.
Like Diamante was just kind of boring.
Damn.
So then, and when Shinedown took the stage, holy shit!
That was probably fucking awesome.
And it was nice to finally hear the new songs because they played Planet Zero and Saints of Violence and Innuendo like as the first like two songs. And then they ended up playing their at the time unreleased single Daylight for us as well, so I got to hear that song early.
Oh, that's cool.
And they played a bunch of their old stuff. Actually, they ended up playing so fun fact, Shinedown's Second Chance was the last song to be played on air by radio legend Casey Kasem. And they played his audio clip of him introducing the song for his last time on air right before they started the song.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Damn.
Shinedown was good. I've seen them like 4 times now, and they didn't disappoint again.
I wish. I want to
I
see
don't
him.
think they have the ability to disappoint at this point.
I'm pretty sure. Oh no, they didn't. They weren't that. I mean, they were kind of far away. You see, I couldn't go to concerts that are like in Detroit, kind of. But like, I,
I'm trying not playing in like
I still don't.
Cleveland or Toledo.
They were playing in the well, it was called the DP Energy Music Theater, but it's Pine Knob, back to Pine Knob again. But I think they were playing there, and it's like an hour away, so like that was
Yeah.
gonna be hard to get to. And yeah,
Oh, sorry.
you're good.
But yeah. So then we have next up was Atreyu, Asking Alexandria, and Nothing More.
Oh yeah, dude, how was nothing more?
That was actually one of these. That was actually one of these smaller scale shows.
I
That was
like
like a
those.
shows of mostly smaller bands,
Yeah.
and it was yeah, nothing more was good. Like Nothing More really did well. Like they beat my expectations.
Mm.
I've seen Asking Alexandria before. Like this is my second time seeing them. I saw them over for Shinedown in 2019.
Are they good?
Yeah, and they've released 2 albums since then, so they had a bunch of new songs to play too.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very nice hearing the new songs. It was also very nice to do my first time crowd surfing.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And because, this was actually, I'll say the name of the venue. It was the Fillmore in Silver Spring. And you can actually have some fun at that venue.
That sounds like a good time.
Like they let you mosh pit, they let you crowd surf, let you have have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
I think that paved the way for the later experience, which again I will talk about in a second. Then I didn't go to a concert all summer. The next concert I went to was um Five Finger Death Punch with Megadeth, Fire from the Gods, and The Who.
Oh yeah, that. Oh my god, I really wanted to fucking go to that one. Again, though, they were too far from me. Same place where Shinedown was, unfortunately.
I had to go I had to drive like an hour to this venue. Like this was a far out venue.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like more affordable because they got the hill at the Pine Knob, or yeah, Pine Knob. But I just don't really have nobody to go with. Kind of sucks. I'm like the only buddy that I mean, my brother's into the music a little bit, but he works a lot, and yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really got nobody to go with. I wish we lived near each other.
Yeah. I was saying to you when I got my rail ticket, like I got an extra one. If you can get
I
fucking down here,
know
it's
that
yours.
fucking kills me. I wish I could have. What the fuck?
And as I said, I have money for plane tickets, so I'm gonna be trying to get up there.
We should talk about that later on in the podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
it's a
oh my god.
complicated topic. I have to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, but we should talk about that because we could talk about maybe doing a podcast together, like in person.
Yeah, just bring my mic or some shit.
Yeah, you bring your mic.
I don't know, you have to get one of those local mixers, whatever it is, audio mixers,
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, invest in one of those. I got a camera. I mean, it's more of a point and shoot camera, but you know,
mounted to a wall or something.
yeah. But yeah. What else?
Yeah, ultimately, but all four bands were good. Unfortunately, Dave Mustaine of Megadeth has throat cancer, so he couldn't understand a damn thing he was saying.
Oh
But he
man.
could still shred on fucking guitar, so it kind of made up for it.
Okay.
Then we got the Who was pretty excellent. Like they shattered my expectations quite a bit, and I think they're going places. And I wish them like the greatest bits of success they can achieve. Like if you want to talk about like I do think that a lot of new bands are just kind of like the same old same old. So the Who's kind of like one of those bands that does more experimental type sounds, tries to actually be creative a little bit.
Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
and
best
then
way I can describe them.
I have more respect for bands that at least try to be different.
Yeah, I Prevail's a big
So the
one.
Who is very high my has my highest regards because of that.
I've never listened to them before. I might have to. I Prevail's definitely talked about like being different and experimental. I
I mean,
remember
yeah,
I
they are
watched an
like.
interview with Brian and he said like Linkin Park was a big inspiration for them.
Well, yeah, they did the whole
How
two vocalist thing from Linkin Park.
sweet would it be to get Brian from I Prevail on the podcast? I've seen
I
him
mean, he
do.
responded to your Twitter comment.
I see him. That was Instagram, but yeah, dude, I've seen him do. I don't mean to get off topic. I want you to keep talking, but I've seen him do a lot of podcasts. Like that'd be sweet. We should try to get somebody from I Prevail on, or just anyone. Fuck. I do want to get more guests on, but keep talking. Go ahead. What were you saying?
And next one and last one was I Prevail.
Right, I
Oh shit,
Prevail.
weather alert. Yeah, the next and last one was I Prevail. Now this is my first one not going like, with my father actually.
Yeah, usually go
This is
with
the
your
first
father.
one of me going with a friend.
Yeah.
So basically like and to be honest, she didn't even know I Prevail until I talked about it. Like she was just a huge Pierce the Veil fan and I'm like, I might as well give her the ticket because shit. I'm might as well you're paying a ton of money for this, so someone might as well get enjoyment out of Pierce the Veil.
Right.
Because I know I probably won't. But yeah, Pierce the Veil was boring though.
Bored.
Like it was kind of just like I was just kind of like,
Did the
bring
si-
on I Prevail, come on.
did the singer actually sound like what he sounds like on the
Yes,
records?
yes, yes.
How can a man sound like that?
I have
Like, all
no
right,
idea.
hear me out. I don't know the singer's name. I actually
He
forgot it.
sounds like fucking. He sounds like he should be in a boy band.
I bet he's probably a good guy, but his voice is just. And maybe this is a good
Weird.
thing. It's fucking. He sounds like a chick. When I first heard Pierce the Veil song, I could have sworn it was a chick on the vocals. At least for part of the.
Yeah, it sounded like Sleeping with Sirens almost.
And it's crazy because I think I've heard the dude's voice like when he talks normal, and like when he's in his singing mode, it's fucking crazy. I don't get it, but yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Fit for a King was the other opening act, and they were actually really good. Like they had some good pits going. They had a Wall of Death,
They got a cool
and they
name.
had and they could scream their fucking asses off. That's for sure.
That's cool.
And then I was like literally just like so pumped when I Prevail came out. I'm like, I've been waiting for 2 hours to pierce the veil
Pierce the
to
Veil
see
is
this
on
shit.
for like 2 hours. Holy shit, that's too
Yes,
much.
they
Pierce the
were.
Veil.
They absolutely were. But then next they opened with There's Fear in Letting Go. And that really got us going.
Yeah, dude, you gotta explain this to me because I missed out.
Yeah, they opened with There's Fear in Letting Go. Then they did Body Bag.
That's a
Then I
good
think
one.
they did Bad Things. And then it was then they played a few older songs. They played Hurricane, Gasoline, Scars,
Were,
and
were you there for the very last song?
yeah, the last song was Bow Down.
Oh shit. Okay.
They closed out with Bow
So,
Down.
uh,
Actually, Bow Down was like an encore.
let me take you out of this for a second. So, you, have you went to any other like concerts with any other like adults besides your dad?
No.
Does your dad ever want to leave early, like before the last song?
Unfortunately, I missed out on a Godsmack set because of that.
Yeah. So,
Although I got to see Godsmack later, so I didn't really mind all that much.
yeah, I don't. This is why I wish, like, I can't wait until I can drive because I'm gonna stay the whole time for a concert. And like I could understand like the times that I went to a concert, they always want to leave early.
Yeah.
Probably because they're not as into like the main band as I am, but it just kind of annoys me because I missed out on some shit.
Now that I know how much fun the one girl can be at concerts, I'm gonna opt to take her to concerts more.
Ooh, is that like a date?
Oh,
I'm joking.
oh
Calm.
boy, she's gonna kill me.
Um,
She won't. Sorry, Bryn.
so that was your last concert, I prevail. Are you
Yeah,
going
and
in
then
any more
actually, I
this
think
year?
this is worth mentioning. It's not exactly a concert, but it is still something interesting. I went to a comedy show about
Oh,
3 days ago.
who was? Yeah, I was wondering. You sent me a Snapchat. Who was it?
It was the Boston comedian Bob Marley.
Oh, no shit.
And he's pretty fucking funny actually. Like especially like people from New England fucking get it. He's like New England humor and shit.
Dude, that is one of the things that I'm looking forward to when I turn 18. Like, I was saying that I was sad because, I'm going to turn 18, going to be an adult. But that is something that I feel like I missed out on is comedy shows because there's been so many that have came through where I live. And, like, my brothers went to, and, like, I wasn't old enough to go. Like, dude, when Steve O came to Michigan, I wanted to go see him so bad, but you have to be, like, 18.
Yeah, I'll tell you
And I
this.
want to see
The
Joe
one I
Rogan.
want to see next time he comes through, I really want to see Jeff Foxworthy, if you know who that is.
I do not. Who's that?
He's the guy that's does the "you might be a redneck" jokes.
Oh, okay. I might look into that. I
Like
wanna.
I don't know if you ever brought a beer to a job interview, you might be a redneck.
That's
If
actually
you cut your
nice.
grass and found the car, you might be a redneck.
It's.
If your panty lines can be seen from earlier photographs, you might be a redneck.
I've never heard those before. That sounds
If you
actually
think
funny.
you're, if you, I got one more. If you think a 401k is your mother-in-law's bra size, you might be a redneck.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, check it out. It's funny as shit.
Is he on TikTok or anything?
I don't think so.
There's so many comedians I
He's
find
older.
on TikTok.
Like he's older. Like he's on the
Okay.
older side.
So yeah.
And actually, if you want to find Bob Marley, you have to go to Facebook. Like
Okay.
he posts mainly on Facebook. Because Bob Marley is like older than Jeff Foxworthy. Although I will say this, I was actually, I was actually picked on by him the entire show. It
He
was funny.
picked on you.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
his name sounds like Oh my.
Yeah, the funk musician from
Yeah.
the 70s. I
Yeah,
know,
Bob Marley.
the
So
weed smoker.
so how did he pick on you? What did he say?
He basically just used me as a scapegoat of you probably don't you're probably too young to know what that is, Christopher.
Did you tell him your name?
Yeah, he was. So for the first thing he asks is, "How old are you, young man?" I'm like 18, and I blur it out a little bit louder. So he's like, "Oh, 18."
That's funny.
And he's like, "What's your name?" Chris. Oh, Chris. That's a good name, you know. Oh shit! Weather alert.
So, were you sitting in like the front row? Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, I was sitting in the front row. I was sitting pretty damn close to stage, actually.
I've watched so many comedians on podcasts. They always say like don't sit in the front row unless you're prepared to get like offended and like picked on by the comedian.
Hey, getting picked on was actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, see, a lot of people I feel like might get upset, but I feel like that'd be fun. So like,
Yeah, it would be fun.
yeah, like you're
I mean,
interacting.
actually, when I was saying it was fun because it happened to me.
I wanna. There's a couple comedians I want to see. I mean, I want to see. I mean,
Hmm.
Steve-O's like tour is kind of different from like a normal comedy tour, but I'd love to see his stuff.
Unfortunately, a lot of comedians I want to see are dead.
Right. Yeah, I
Like, I
remember
would
you
have
told
loved
me
to see
that.
Robin Williams. I would have loved to see George Carlin.
Yeah. I feel like I might be into some of the newer ones, like, well, not like
Actually,
newer, but
there was this guy opening for him that was actually pretty funny.
what was his name?
I think his name was Raheem.
Raheem. Hmm.
He's like a local comedian. He was actually pretty fucking funny. Like
Um,
most of his jokes were basically just about was basically just mocking the fact that he's Iranian and his wife's an Iraqi.
what the hell? I want to, I want to see Joe Rogan. My brother's seen him like twice, I think. And have you heard of the comedian Theo Von? I
No.
think I mentioned him the other night. Bill Burr too. That'd be a good one.
Oh yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah, I'd love to see Bill Burr. So we talked about your concert experience. Do you have any other concerts you're gonna be going to the rest of this year? No.
The rest of this year,
Yeah.
but I do have two planned out for next year already.
Okay. What's
I'm
that?
going to see Alter Bridge,
Okay.
and I forget there's one other band with them. I forget what it is right now. And then I'm going to see Skillet, Theory of a Dead Man,
Oh, you're going to that
and
one?
Saint Anastonia.
Oh, dude, yeah. I heard about that one. I'm kind of interested in that one too. Saint Sonia would be sweet to see, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to the Reading, PA show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to end up staying the night because
Yeah.
it's like an hour away. It's
And
up in Pennsylvania.
Theory of the Dead Man, that'd be fucking cool. You just sent me
I was
this the other
supposed to
day.
see them. Yeah, that was once on my shelf, and I have the deluxe edition.
That's crazy. If you're watching the YouTube version, I'm showing off the album that Chris sent me like probably a week ago now.
Yeah,
Is it inverted? Because on my screen it's like backwards.
no, not on my screen.
Okay. Yeah, so that's
I think
cool.
your own screen is always inverted.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know why that is, but whatever.
that's cool. So Theory of
But
the
yeah, I
Dead
was
Man
supposed to see
Skillet.
Theory of a Dead Man at Blue Ridge Rock Festival in 2021, but
That's
they
right.
canceled.
Yeah, it's sad.
I wasn't happy. Now it was my father. Like my father really wants to see Theory of a Dead Man.
Yeah, they got some good fucking songs.
They're basically the Taylor Swift of rock music.
Have you seen Skillet before?
Yeah, I saw them with Alter Bridge in 2019, remember?
Oh yeah, I want to see them. I might
I
actually
don't
be
know.
interested in that
John
show.
Cooper is not the greatest singer in the world, but they actually put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, they got some good hits. They're definitely a classic band that I do remember hearing back in the day. I say back in the day as if I'm like old as fuck.
I say that. I say it all the fucking time.
Yeah. So I said that I didn't go to any concerts this year, but I did. I did go see 3 Days Grace. I forgot about that. When
It
was
was
the?
3 Days Grace, 0936, and what
Yep.
was the other band?
Wage War.
Wage War, that's it.
I
I
got
saw Wage War in at Blue Ridge Rock Festival, so I've seen them too.
I got a good review, I think, for this, but I think it was back in September when I went. August. Ah, fuck, I don't
No, it was
remember.
July. It was
July.
July.
Was it July?
Yeah, it was like middle of summer.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was around the time that Cade went and saw The Weekend.
So I went and seen them, which was fucking cool. I think it was a pretty cool experience. My past two concerts I went and seen was Slipknot twice, and Slipknot
Hmm.
performs
Hmm.
in bigger, like, I wouldn't say arenas, but bigger concert venues. Not even
Like
venues. It's like a whole fucking, not even a stadium. I don't know what it's called, but the Pine Knob is a big place. It's usually where Slipknot goes when they come around here.
there's two bands I want to see that it's gonna be hard to see them because
What's
they
that?
actually do play arenas,
What's that?
and arena shows are pretty hard to get into because the ticket prices are outrageous.
Metallica?
Well, actually, three. Actually, no, that makes three. So yeah, Metallica,
Yeah,
Tool, and Deftones.
I want to see Metallica. I didn't know Deftones and Tool was like arena.
Yeah, Deftones actually was arena. Like when they came
That's
through here, they
cool.
played Capital One Arena in DC.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, I
Yeah, it
mean,
was
so.
Deftones, Gojira. It was Deftones and Gojira.
Oh, I did see Gojira when I seen Slipknot the first time. They were fucking good.
Actually, originally Poppy was also supposed to be on the tour, but she canceled because
Shit.
this tour was originally scheduled for 2020, but it ended up getting moved.
I'm gonna talk about my concert experience when I went to the concert. So I seen fuck, what was 0936, right? You know,
Yeah.
he was cool. I kind of like looked into these bands before, at least like Wage War and Zero, because I wasn't familiar with them. And Zero was
I've
cool.
heard Zero for quite a while. Like I heard Zero in 2020.
It
It
was
was like a
actually
breakout
really good
band.
because he like raps over the, like he like I don't know.
Yeah,
It
he's like a
just
rap rock
it
artist.
gave me very, yeah, exactly. It was actually good. I think my brother
Actually, have you heard
enjoyed
his
him too.
freestyle on his TikTok?
No, I haven't.
It's actually pretty good. It's like a fast like freestyle like type thing. It's
Yeah,
basically like he basically criticizes TikTok influencers. It's funny.
yeah. I took
Like
my
I'm like I didn't make it off of TikTok. I made it off of music. I'm too legit. These stupid bitches keep talking.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I took my
And he
brother
posted
with
it
me.
like 20 times just because people will say, "Oh, you won't post it again."
People in the comments must be fucking harsh. So when did you find out about him the first time?
Oh, early 2020. He was
Okay.
on Sirius XM quite a bit.
It doesn't look like he has like many like songs out or albums. I think I don't know.
Yeah, he does mostly singles.
He seems pretty new, right?
His last song was December 2021 with the song "I'm Not."
Okay. I realized he recently came out with like a collection album or something. Um, he was pretty
And actually,
cool.
another big rap rock artist to come out these past few years is Swako the Child. Like he went full rock on his last album.
Oh, I've never heard of him. I think they he was cool, but I think Wage War definitely blew me the fuck away. They might have been the best live performance I've ever seen. And I haven't seen a lot live, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to say they're like better than Slipknot, but dude, they fucking rocked. What year did you see them?
So I saw him 2021 at Blue Ridge, and I didn't even see the full set. I just caught the tail end.
Did you see them before their new album released? Their
Yes,
newest. Okay,
yes,
if you get a chance, you gotta go see them because their newer songs are fucking amazing live. Like they actually
yeah.
blew me
I
the
love
fuck away.
Circle the Drain.
Yeah, Circle the Drain's a good fucking song. Yeah, and I've actually like kind of gotten into them. Like, yeah, like I actually like found myself adding their albums to my library and shit, and actually like following them. And then
Yeah,
3 Days Grace is pretty fucking cool. I was happy to
yeah,
see them, and they were
yeah.
so.
My father's friend saw 3 Days Grace in 2019 with Breaking Benjamin.
Oh no shit, that's a cool lineup. I wish like a lot of tours had like better lineups. Like I guess there's so many newer bands nowadays that like they gotta like I appreciate the bigger bands bringing the newer bands out, but I just feel like there's like I don't know, there just hasn't been that great of lineups. I feel like
Yeah.
recently.
All right. Let's switch gears a little bit because I don't want to talk about music
Wait,
the entire time.
wait, hold on. I do want to say one more thing.
Okay.
You know how Falling in Reverse was supposed to have the Rockzilla tour, or they did have it
Yeah, yeah, they did.
with Papa Roach.
With Papa Hollywood and Dead, yeah, they did.
Yeah, didn't you want to go see them too?
Yeah, I did.
Did they not
But
come here?
unfortunately, they all those shows were out west,
Yeah,
like Utah, Idaho,
when they came in Michigan,
Kansas,
I really wanted to see
Colorado,
them, but they were all the way up in Bay City. That's like 3 hours away
Bay
from
City.
my area.
That's where the finger of the mitten is, right?
It's like right, it's like right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, the
Yeah.
finger, the base of the finger. I know.
Yep. And I'm not gonna point out where I am, even though I've probably given that away before at some point. But yeah, they're like 3 hours away. I wanted to go so bad, but Falling in Reverse is supposed to be here on Friday, and I if I get can find somebody to go with me, and if I can afford tickets, I'm supposed to get paid Monday. I think I'm gonna try
Oh,
to go. Like I do want to go to that one. I think I deserve it after missing I Prevail.
yeah,
Because I won't
yeah, you
have
do.
to work that day.
I will
So
agree.
I definitely can try to make that one happen. And I know I've said I want to go to so many concerts on this podcast before, but I'm going to fucking find a way to find somebody and make it to that concert. But it is kind
Voices
of
in my head
expensive.
keep on
But
telling me to get tickets.
yes, the lineup. I don't know how I feel about the lineup, but it's kind of cool though because Escape the Fate's supposed to be on it too, which I guess it's all right. All right, bad. Maybe like their
Still
first
find it
two.
interesting that I still find interesting that they actually tour together after,
Yeah,
especially after Ronnie got fired from Escape the Fate.
right. Yeah. There was another band too. It was I had it pulled up here. Fame on Fire. Do you know who they are?
Oh, you get to see Fame on Fire?
Yeah,
Oh
I
hell
think
yeah!
is
Fame
that
on Fire is a good fucking band. I like
they
them.
are a good band. All right, yeah. Because I wasn't sure who they were, so I'm gonna look
They're the
them
one
up.
that did that Roxanne cover I showed you a few years ago.
Oh no shit, really?
Yeah,
And yeah, I guess Escape the Fate ain't too bad. I mean, I don't really like. I'm not as big of a fan as them without Ronnie Radke, but I'm a pretty big Falling in Reverse fan, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully, I can make that show. And I just gotta figure it out, or yeah, figure it out quick because that's on Friday, on the
yeah.
December 2nd.
All
And
right,
yeah,
let's switch gears.
all right. Oh, okay. I don't know if you had another topic in on.
I was gonna talk about games actually. I was gonna switch topics to games a little bit
Okay.
because there is some interesting gaming news going around right now.
Uh,
Like actually, the biggest one
I got
is
an.
that actually that Microsoft might not actually be able to buy Activision.
I heard a rumor that they were gonna get PlayStation like a 10-year deal. But I want
No,
to
like I heard the other day that the Federal Trade Commission might shut down the merger.
really
Yeah,
no shit. Tell me about
like
that.
under antitrust laws and shit. Yeah.
Well, that would just be stupid on Microsoft, and regardless, because they're taking away Call of Duty from PlayStation, and
I don't think they're stupid enough to completely take it away from
well, that's
PlayStation.
the thing because that's what everybody's thinking, but they can't. I mean, half of their fucking
No,
revenues
they can't.
probably from
They're gonna
PlayStation.
get huge backlash. They're gonna lose money. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be an ugly ass situation for them all around. They're
Exactly.
not gonna do it. They're not that
So,
stupid. That's
s-
that's economic suicide.
so PlayStation fans don't get
Shit.
worked up
I nearly knocked
because
my water over.
PlayStation fans don't get too upset because we're PlayStation fans. We're worried, but I'm not. I wouldn't be worried if you're worried about Call of Duty no longer
We're
being on
biased, but we
PlayStation.
do cover all things equally.
Yeah, exactly.
And on the other hand, I got my Switch fixed finally.
Oh
I
no,
could finally use that shit again.
really?
I finally got new Joy Cons.
Oh shit. When was this?
About a month ago. Yeah, I
Shit.
started using my Switch again. I started taking it like to school and shit, and I just playing during free time at school.
If if I ever find like a, I don't know. I was thinking about getting a Switch again. So, short story, long story short. Oh, I hope my grandma isn't watching this. One time she bought me a Switch, and I took it back for some stupid reason. And I feel really bad about it because I'm pretty sure she still thinks I have it.
Oh, fuck?
What? Why do you look like you
Why would
just?
you do that?
I know. I feel so
Why would
bad.
you do that?
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to insult you, but I'm gonna call you stupid for that one.
I was very stupid. And I actually enjoyed playing it. I remember when Fortnite first came out on it, and this is back when Fortnite was like big. And I
Yeah,
played with
chapter one.
some friends on there, and I don't know. I wish I would have never did it because I actually miss playing like Mario Kart and shit. Like that was my shit back in the day. Because my first ever like console was like a Wii. At least like
Actually, never had a Wii. That's
yeah.
one of the few consoles I never had
I
before.
skipped out on the Wii U, and then I remember my brother had Nintendo Switch, but he doesn't really play anymore. Um, gaming.
You just ask him for his.
Yeah, I should. He'll probably tell me
Uh,
no. I got another gaming thing that we could talk about. I have right
so,
here, and I heard this from a couple different sources. But Microsoft leaked documents revealing Grand Theft Auto 6 could have a 2024 release date. Now, since our last podcast, Grand Theft Auto 6 was leaked. Like, and this is confirmed by Rockstar. Like, everybody thought it was a fake.
yeah, they launched a fucking federal investigation into that shit
Yeah, like
because they were
they're
pissed off. They're
hackers.
like, we got fucking hacked.
So
Ah.
basically, there was the gameplay revealed, and this is early development. And I remember they were fucking idiots saying that the game looks shitty and stuff. Mind you, this footage that was leaked was like 2 years ago footage. So imagine what the
Yep.
game looks like now. Like it probably
Yeah.
and it looked like a good game. It looked like a Ubisoft game, which
Yeah.
isn't even that bad. Like Ubisoft made the Crew too, and Crew 2
Yeah.
looks like a pretty good fucking game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just think about it. That was just the footage was just from 2 years ago. Think about how it looks now. Like it's got to look even
Yeah.
better. And so yeah, that pissed me off. But the game looks pretty good. I'd say. Like it looks
Yeah.
decent. It's set in Vice City.
Yeah.
And so yeah, now I guess there's rumors for a 20 Microsoft said 2024 release date, which is it's about to be 2023, so we can basically say like we might get GTA like next year. Well, technically 2 years, but I'd say it's the end of the year, so I think pretty soon we could start saying next year. So hopefully that's true. I'd say maybe we might get a trailer for GTA 6 in like November of 2023, if anything.
Yeah.
There's your daily
Then
GTA news.
let's see, what else do we got next? Hey,
Topic
when's South
wise,
Park coming back? When's the new season of South Park gonna come on?
I could look
Come on,
that up
Matt
for you.
Stone, Trey Parker. In other news, I've started collecting Family Guy and South Park DVDs by the dozen.
Have you?
I have so many South Park DVDs, it's ridiculous.
Not to start talking about music again, but collection wise, I started. I just got a record player. Actually, I got
I
it.
did too.
It was mine was a Black Friday deal from Walmart. Uh,
Mine got sent to me from my uncle. Like he just sent, like
oh
he's just like,
shit.
"Hey, what's your email address?" I tell him my email address. He's like, "Check your email for something for a Best Buy listing."
Oh no shit. What does yours
It's
look
like
like?
it's basically just like the plastic cover hangs over the actual
Okay,
player.
so you got one of those.
I'll tell you
Mine's.
though, it would have been cool to get the Metallica one. Remember the Metallica limited edition one?
I haven't
Did you
seen
see
that
that?
one. No, I don't think I have. Mine's like a suitcase. Like it unfolds like a suitcase.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah.
nice,
So
nice. Yeah,
not
I
bad.
actually I got my mom a record too.
Oh,
So
you did?
yeah.
Yeah. So my first record was actually purchased, not by me, but it wasn't really gifted. We were in a shop and I said that I liked it. I wasn't expecting it, and my parents got it for me. But it
Nice.
was a used Kill 'Em All Metallica. Like, and it
Nice.
looks like an older one actually. Like it doesn't.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it was in like a disc replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one
Yeah.
of those
That's
types
the
of
where I
stores.
want to check out, which by the way, you're gonna fucking take me to that place
Yeah,
when I come up there.
yeah. We got to talk about that too in a little bit. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, I got that there, and then when I bought like 2 days before I bought the record player, I found Hybrid Theory at Walmart, and I had to fucking get it. I had to.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, I bought I'm starting to collect the pop figures, or not the figures, the album. I got the Reanimation Linkin Park album. You know that.
Yeah. I
You've been
got Hybrid
collecting.
Theory and Reanimation.
Yeah, I need to find the Hybrid Theory one. That's
Good
gonna be
luck with
hard.
that.
I know, and I don't really like want to order it online because they're so fucking expensive. Like, I'd love to find like a decent retail one in person. But I guess
Unfortunately, you're probably gonna have to order it online.
probably. I wonder if I can find one like on eBay that's like sealed.
You could try Walmart. Like you could try looking around Walmarts.
Yeah.
Because actually my former job actually had a quite a lot of them restocked every now and then.
No shit. The Walmart
Yeah.
by me had a bunch of Mariah Carey Christmas album ones.
Like I said, just check Walmart every now and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Um, yeah.
All
So,
right. So
oh, I got a question actually.
what's that?
How was your Thanksgiving?
I had to work all damn day, so
That's right. You had to work on
not
Thanksgiving.
fucking great.
Yeah, I had off work that day.
Lucky you.
Wait, so you want? Let's talk about. Didn't you say you wanted to tell me something about Thanksgiving, or was it that? I could have
I
swore.
don't remember saying this.
Well, you called me earlier. I could have swore you had something to tell me.
Oh yeah, I had some wine.
Oh, you. I mean, is this legal to talk about?
I don't fucking care. I
All
mean,
right.
here's
Oh
the
well.
thing. Actually, it's technically not even illegal. Like it basically is a matter of it's illegal to buy it, but there's no laws against against consumption.
Okay. Was it your mom's wine?
Yeah, they poured me a glass of wine.
Oh,
I
no
didn't drink
shit.
too much because it was terrible. I'm not really a fan of wine.
It did. It probably taste like grape juice. Like like
It tasted like extremely dry grape juice.
dry grape juice. Yeah. Wine is.
Actually, no, it tasted like ginger ale with a grape juice flavor. That was like just much more dry.
Was this on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, like I got
Okay.
home from work, they're like, "We're eating," and I'm like, "Give me a chance to fucking change out of these pants first."
Did they have dinner like prepared right when you got home?
Oh yeah, yeah, they've been preparing it all damn day.
What'd you guys have?
Turkey. We had some ham available. I had some corn.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. So when we're recording this, it's. I mean, technically it's midnight, but it's like the day after Thanksgiving. So, well, we started this. I think. I don't know. Yeah, we've been recording for an hour. We probably did start before 1 or 12. So I don't know.
Going for an hour. Yeah, we started like literally right before it turned midnight, like
Yeah.
around 11:52.
Yeah. So technically, yesterday was Thanksgiving. I mean, when you're hearing this, I think we should probably try to post it tomorrow. Maybe should we get back in the Saturday schedule?
I mean, honestly, if it's ready to go by tomorrow, then yeah, I would just post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So if you're seeing this tomorrow, then technically Thanksgiving was like 2 days ago.
If you're seeing this Saturday,
Yeah, Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday. Cause technically, yeah, it is
because
Saturday,
they
right?
won't know what's today or tomorrow for us.
Right. Well, the date today is
This isn't a
November
this isn't a
26th.
stream.
Right. Right. So you had a good Thanksgiving. What was the store or where you were working at? Was it rushed, or was it actually like
Mm.
pretty dead?
The good news about the store I work at now is it's actually pretty small, so it doesn't get too swamped at any one point. Like it never gets out of control.
Okay, not bad.
And I'm just happy that I was not working at Walmart on Black Friday.
Oh yeah, that would probably be rough.
Like
I
I'm like when we get back in the party, I'm gonna ask Caden about his Black Friday experience if he had to work that day
I had
or earlier today. Cause, oof, shit.
I actually um went to Target earlier, and it wasn't even it was literally like the afternoon. It was probably about like 4 o'clock when I went, and for it not being the morning of Black Friday, it was still pretty fucking packed. Like I don't think I've seen like that many fucking people. And usually that Target's packed, but it was packed. Yeah. So yeah, I don't even know what Black Friday deals they fucking had.
Hmm. 1,000, about $500 off of this LG TV. All you have to do is trample someone.
Probably. I've never seen like I see all these videos online of like Black Friday like rushes and people like fighting over shit, but I've never seen that myself in person. I do remember
Yeah,
I used to go to GameStop though. Like I'd ask my dad for money and like I'd go to GameStop and buy like a cheap game that was on sale for Black
yeah,
Friday.
yeah. Back when you actually could buy a game for cheap.
Back when somebody actually went to GameStop. Or, do you still go to GameStop?
On occasion, not that much, but
I was thinking
I
about
sometimes.
trying to apply there because I am looking for a closer job, right? But I called. I could have sworn they said you have to be 18 though, but I don't know. Maybe it changed.
They also want you to work full time. Like they don't have any part time positions.
Yeah. I wonder if GameStop like
That was
is
the issue.
still like a successful store. I
I
don't know.
guess. I'm not sure.
I really do miss those like midnight releases though. Back in the day,
Yeah,
where you'd like go sit outside and like
yeah.
wait for the game. Then like
Isn't that
usually,
what you did for your PS5 though?
yeah, I think I maybe explained this story, but like long story short, but this was at Myers. I remember it was when school was virtual and I like did it on my phone, but I ended up like leaving in between. I waited at Myers like all fucking morning. It wasn't all night. It was I got up at like 7. I went there, got in line, stood there like all morning until like it's probably about like the afternoon, and they told us that they couldn't give them to us because there was like a store error. And I remember I was pissed. I literally basically skipped school, went home, and I cried in bed and like fell asleep. And then, well, actually, they took our in my number down in case like they were able to get their systems back up and running. Because I was second in line. There was a whole line, and they had like limited stock. And I remember waking up and I was pissed because I didn't think I was getting one, and I had a missed call from the lady at Myers. And yeah, they told me to come pick up my PS5, and my mom bought one too. So it was like fucking over $1,000. I remember for both of
What'd you end up
us.
doing with the second one, by the way? I don't think you ever told me.
So I wanted to buy one for myself. I wanted one, but then she like
Of course.
she realized like I mean she's older, so she didn't like understand the hype. So I kind of had to explain to her that well, because when I was upset, she was like, "Yeah, well, I'll find you one that you can get on online." And I'm like, she realized that they were overpricing them and like what was the word they were calling it? Scalping them.
Scalping, yeah.
So she wanted to scalp one herself. So I was trying to get this is before Jared had his PS5 and he wanted to buy it, but he actually I think he offered like a little bit overpriced like, but I think she ended up selling it to one of her friends. He paid like $800 for it.
Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah,
I don't know, my story isn't as interesting.
yeah,
My story is just my friend bought another one because he got impatient, and I ended up getting the other one.
right. So fucking well, fuck. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, you're fucking 18 now since the last episode.
Yeah,
Has
that's
anything
another thing.
has anything changed with that? I'm assuming that's why you went to that comedy show, right?
Honestly, the combination you could have gotten it. I could have gotten in there not being 18.
Okay.
It was not like an 18 or over show.
A lot of the shows I want to go to, you have to be 18. That's why I'm excited, but
Right, because they held them all in a fucking casino.
probably. So, would it? Oh, you started playing games with gaming glasses now. How's that experience?
Somewhat. Yeah, it's definitely helps as the blue light, just kind of
You have serious
in your
blue light
eyes.
issues because every time I FaceTime you and we're playing, you look like you're high as fuck, and I know you don't smoke anything.
I say I'm not fucking Caden after getting off an 8-hour shift at Walmart.
Yeah, because you always look like you're fatigued from blue light. I wonder why that is. Maybe you just have it has a different effect on you than people like me. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe you're just always tired.
Just always tired.
So fuck, what has changed? Like what is new that like since the last episode. I'm trying to think. We talked about music. We talked about Thanksgiving. We talked about games. Uh,
Halloween.
oh yeah, Halloween passed. How was your Halloween?
Halloween was fun. I mean, I guess, but the problem was it rained like hell, and there was no trick-or-treaters on our street at all. Like, we live on a cul-de-sac, just for reference, and there was nobody that came anywhere close to the house.
Shit,
Like, there were a few kids that came up,
you had
but that's
candy already?
about it. Yeah, we bought way too much. Literally, my mom brought a whole bag to work.
What'd you guys do with it?
Except my mom brought a whole bag to work, and the
Oh
other
shit.
bag
Oh okay.
we're eating ourselves, and we're still working on it. Like, literally, like a month later.
Shit. Okay.
Like, we aren't even a quarter of the way through the second bag yet.
My first day of work was on Halloween. So at
Oh yeah, that's right.
Halloween is a pretty big like it's a big holiday for I don't know. It's Halloween. Yeah, Halloween is considered a holiday, but like the spooky season is a big deal in my household. Like my mom loves it, her husband loves it. Um, everybody kind of loves it, and like the Halloween movies, and like my mom loves fucking decorating.
Yeah.
And like Halloween Day is used to be a big deal, but I worked, kind of sucked. But I mean, I guess it's not like I was gonna go trick or. Well, actually, it's kind of sad because I told my sister I'd take her trick or treating.
Actually, you know what? Since you were up in Lincoln Park, or you were up in the ghetto, you got to see some real scary shit. Like, ooh, some guy injecting heroin into his veins.
Actually, I didn't see that, but I think where I was working was definitely ghetto, like just the environment.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. Um, so yeah, I came home. I remember it was late, and it was a weird night. I don't know. I didn't really care. I'm just getting too old, I guess, for Halloween. I feel bad because I did tell my sister I was gonna go trick or treating or take her trick or treating, but I don't know. Shit happens.
Yeah,
Actually,
it happened.
what do you think? I'm having a hard time. Not hard time. It's just interesting because this is gonna be my last Christmas, like before I'm an adult. But you're already an adult, but I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're still gonna get the same treatment. But what do you think happens after this Christmas for us?
I
Like,
don't
are
think I'm
we
actually gonna get the same treatment because like I kind of now that I have money, I just buy everything myself now.
true? True. But does that make you upset anymore? Cause Christmas is like definitely like it's something special about everyone's childhood. I feel like it's not even the gifts. I mean, it is kind of like not Christmas isn't
The
about the
main reason I
gifts,
liked
but
Christmas is because I didn't have money for
well,
most
yeah.
of me growing up.
But it was just so exciting, like waking up in the morning with your family and like
Yeah.
just sitting around and like just I don't know. There was just something about
Listen to
it.
some Trans-Siberian Orchestra, unwrap some gifts. Yeah.
Right, Christmas music and ramp some gifts, and then like
Oh shit, Caden left.
Christmas. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit. Hopefully he comes back. We can wrap this up in a minute if you'd like.
I didn't really want to wrap this up necessarily, but
Yeah, I'm actually kind of having fun. But yeah,
yeah.
there's something about it. But like now that you're an adult, but I'm about to be an adult, like this is gonna be my last Christmas, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, like shit changes. I feel like I'm not ready to be an adult.
Yeah. I
I
don't think a lot of us are.
Yeah, but fuck, dude, Thanksgiving
Although
was
actually
like two
shit,
days
if you
ago.
think about it, Caden's gonna be an adult in less than a week.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Same with Jared too.
I feel so bad not remembering if their birthday's on the second or third because I've known them for so long. Do you remember?
I thought it was the second.
Yeah, it probably is. Oh my god, if you guys are listening to this, I'm sorry. I never remember if they're. I know it's either the second or third. I feel bad not remembering. Um, yeah,
But
their
yeah,
birthdays
like
are coming up
then your birthday is
February.
February.
Yeah, I forget my birthday's on a like. Is Valentine's Day a holiday? It's not a
By
holiday.
definition,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it's a holiday.
My birthday's on fucking Valentine's Day. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
birthday's on a day where everybody else is loved.
yeah.
Or, like, in a romantic state of mind.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And I'm alone. Sad.
Unfortunately, I think we're all kind of that way, at least in some way.
Yeah. Fuck.
So it was I was in went to my first college football game
Oh, you did?
earlier this
What
month. That's
college?
another big thing I'm gonna mention. It was Coastal Carolina University versus Southern Mississippi.
Oh, no shit. What team are you rooting for?
Coastal Carolina,
Right,
because
yeah.
that was the home team.
That was cool.
But yeah, we went to the
Who won
Coastal
that game?
Carolina campus in Myrtle Beach
Who
in early November.
who won that game?
Coastal Carolina.
Actually, do you care if we talk about football for a second? I know you said
No,
earlier you're not that
no,
into
it's
the
fine.
NFL, but or not even NFL, but tomorrow, well, technically today because it's past midnight, is the Michigan versus Ohio State game, college
Oh,
football, and both
ooh,
teams are 11-0. They're both undefeated, and this is college football's like biggest rivalry. And I'm not like that
yeah, I
into
know.
college football, but I'm definitely gonna be watching this game. I think so.
I think a lot of people are.
I know my stepdad is really he's a big Michigan fan. Like he likes college football better than NFL, which I could understand. But I'm gonna watch this game, and I hope Michigan fucks Ohio State up. I really do, and that would just be epic. I don't know. I think that'll be an interesting game. I mean, it's one of the biggest rivalries. From what I've heard, like I said, I haven't watched too much college football. I'm more of an NFL guy myself, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Although,
mean,
well, go ahead.
it was interesting watching the football game like in person as well,
Yeah, that I
and seeing all like the cameras.
I really want to go to or like a Michigan game would be sweet to go to. I
Actually, I also watched part of their girls volleyball game as well.
oh no shit. You sound intrigued about that.
I think the funniest thing is that when it comes to attractiveness, see, Coastal Carolina University did not have anything going.
Yeah, there's a few sports things I need to check off my list. I mean, I've been to a NFL game, a hockey game, an NHL, an MLB game. So I've been to hockey, football, and baseball, but I have not been to a Pistons game, which is probably the I'm not really into the NBA to be honest, but I'd be interested in going to a basketball game. And obviously I'm from Michigan, so I probably would go to a Pistons game since it's the local. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
college
what look like
football,
someone's dad with these glasses on?
you look like you're gonna like tell me if it's a girl or a boy. You look like you're about to tell me if it's my kid or not. Like Andrew, you are the father. You look
Holy
smart.
shit.
You look like you're about to roll off to college. Are you gonna go to
My
college?
PS5 isn't turned off.
Yeah, me too.
I might.
What are you gonna go to college for? Like to study?
I don't know. That's like the weird thing. I don't know what exactly I would do.
Yeah. I hate school. I'm about to start another school Monday. I think I told you this.
Honestly, I don't mind school, to be totally honest with you, but like I think the pandemic has actually made me appreciate it in a sense.
Yeah. I could see that. I'm not gonna lie, like ever since I started online school, there is something about me that kind of misses being in person school, even though I didn't have any friends or anything. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely gonna miss that aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I will as well.
I mean, it does. I could see why a lot of adults now are like saying that they wish they were still in school. I guess, but yeah. So, do you know how to sing or play any instrument?
No,
You should learn. If you were gonna play
I
any
tried actually.
instrument, what would you start? Like learn, try to learn.
I
Besides,
tried
besides
guitar. I
drums,
tried guitar already. I probably would go like drums or something.
besides drum, would you try bass?
Mm, maybe.
Guitar is hard. I mean, I own an acoustic and an electric. It's fucking hard. That's why I
Yeah,
favor
yeah,
drums.
guitar is really hard.
Like you really gotta apply yourself to it. Do you know how to sing, dude? Oh,
Fuck no.
actually, a bass guitar is actually kind of fun. My brother owns one. I remember I played it. Like it doesn't seem that appealing, but those are actually really fun. And there's a lot of legendary bass
Here's the thing:
players.
if you play like Corn and Limp Bizkit, it actually is pretty good because like they are pretty heavily reliant on bass like
Yeah,
intros.
yeah. They're
Like
and
Limp Bizkit stuck like boom 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 boom
and
boom
Animal I've
boom
Become by
boom
3 Days
boom
Grace is heavy based or heavily like the
boom
bass. Yeah,
boom
and
boom.
um, fuck.
Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, Seven Nation Army. Yep, that was what I was gonna say. That is also a like bass is pretty cool actually. I think it's underrated instrument. If I was gonna start a
I think
band,
it's
I'd
underused.
underused. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of bands hide bass like under guitars. You don't
Yeah, they
hear as
do,
much.
especially now with like guitar layering and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
they do that.
that's why I like bands that like will let the bass player have his like moment.
Corn,
Yeah, 3 Days Grace.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, mainly them. But if I was to start a band, I'd definitely have a bass player. I'd probably have a bass player, at least like 1 or 2 guitar players, a
I
singer.
would spring for two.
Yeah, 2 guitar players. Yeah, and I feel like it'd be interesting to have 2 singers, kind of like I Prevail style, like a
Yeah,
screamer and like a
yeah,
softer voice. But there are people that can do both. But it'd probably like be better with 2 people. But I feel like
yeah,
it'd be weird if I started a band in Michigan and like fucking it looked like I copied I Prevail.
yeah.
Basically, I'm asking you to start a band with me, please.
Yeah.
I want to start a band so bad. I just don't know anybody. It do liking what we like, I find so fucking hard because it is hard to find people that like metal music. Maybe I just don't get out enough. I mean, there are people, but I feel like maybe they're the same type of people that like Pierce the Veil. Not for me. Yeah, no, I'm not that type. With my luck, I'd like find somebody who has interest in the music, but they'd like Pierce the Veil, like be into Pierce the Veil and Pierce the Veil only. Not for me. Do you find many people around where you live or like in your school that like metal music? Or
I've noticed actually quite a lot. I noticed like quite a lot of Corn, Deftones, and even Slipknot T-shirts.
I just wish I knew more people that played instruments or like sang. Dude, I would start a band. I would, and I would try to take that shit serious. It's like all I want to do. I think about that a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I feel like I'd rather start one than join one. Unless it's like a already successful band. I feel like I'd want creative aspect.
Yeah.
Like lead aspect of a band. What am I talking about anymore? I'm doing that 1 a.m. ramble and shit.
I'll tell you this. Another big thing I got into this year was I started playing this again.
Oh, okay, hold on. I know what that is. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. That is Disney Infinity?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I thought right.
Although I will say I'm pissed about one thing. I spent the money on the Rise Against the Empire playset. and it didn't even fucking work anymore. Like there's a glitch that doesn't allow you to progress beyond a certain point.
If you're an audio only, for context, he was holding up a Luke Skywalker Disney Infinity thing. Which on your desk you have like a nice collection of Disney Infinity figures.
Yeah, actually, I should put some of them back in the case. And I actually got I got the Toy Box expansion game for the third one as well. The
Oh
Toy Box
shit.
Takeover. This is actually one of my favorites of all of the Disney Infinity like playset things. It's the Toy Box Takeover.
Okay,
Get to
okay.
see the return of Syndrome. Oh, and then I made this when I made my new logo. I made this.
Oh
It's like a
shit.
keychain type thing.
How'd you make that?
It's a laser engraved.
Would you order it online?
No, I had a design class last year. They said, "Oh yeah, make a keychain with whatever you wish." So I
What?
just did.
That's fucking cool.
So I just did this.
That is cool. Fuck,
Actually, I want to talk about my new logo. I think that actually would be an interesting thing to talk
there,
about.
I want to talk about something low real quick before we get into your logo. Do you care about that?
Talk about what?
Something that might bring down the the atmosphere. Like it might get a little sad before we get into
Oh
your
no.
exciting new logo. All right, are you aware of the
No.
big comic community loss just a couple weeks ago?
No,
Okay, do you know who Kevin Conroy is?
not really.
Okay, have you played the Arkham video games?
Yes,
Have you watched Batman the animated series, or at least heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay, maybe you're not as I thought maybe you'd be more aware, but okay. So I don't know. I guess I'll talk about this for a second. So the dude who the most iconic voice of Batman from the Batman Arkham video games passed away a couple weeks ago, or it might a couple weeks ago now. And I don't know if you've seen me post anything on Facebook about it, but it was really sad. I mean, it's still pretty sad. And dude, I literally like had a stream on my channel dedicated to it. I don't know if you've seen that either. But yeah, the dude passed away, and it was pretty sad. And I met the dude at Comic Con like years ago, and I have his autograph. I don't have it on me, but it's like at my brother's house. I need to
Wow.
get it from him. I keep forgetting about it. But I thought I'd say
Wow.
something about that real quick. I don't know. Maybe people will care.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't. I don't know. And then like,
Rest in peace, dude.
yep. And then just a week ago, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there. I feel like you might be. You might. I don't know if you'll be aware of this, but and then like a week later, the big Power Ranger actor Jason David Frank.
Yeah, he died. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that.
I pronounced his name right, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope I did. If I didn't, I'm
I'm
so
not into
sorry.
Power Rangers at all.
I'm not that into Power Rangers either, but you know how my name kind of originated from Bat and the Sun?
Yeah.
They made some Power Ranger shorts with him, and that's kind of how I know about him more or less. And so yeah, he passed away. That was sad too. So two big losses in like the pop culture community. So
Yeah.
yeah, so two big losses, and that was kind of sad. I know my brother was really sad about that. So yeah, I did pronounce his name right, Jason David Frank. Rest in peace to him and Kevin Conroy. I feel like we need a moment of silence for them. Okay. R.I.P.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Your logo.
Now. Yep. Okay, so you may or may not have noticed. You may have been too busy stroking yourself to notice, but I changed my logo this year.
I was not busy stroking myself because your logo is in the new art for this new channel. But I
Yeah,
bet you there's other people stroking themselves.
that's my point.
I gotta say, you've
But,
had a big, or actually, I'll let you talk about your logo first. Go ahead.
but yeah, I've had Yeah, I started learning to use. I learned to use Illustrator a bit earlier this year, and I'm like, I'm gonna just make a new logo out of this because I kind of stole my other one from Adobe. Don't sue me.
I kind of stole mine from Batman. Don't worry. Feel free to please not sue me.
Yeah, I basically just had my friend remove the watermark through Photoshop. But yeah, I based it around. I kind of had this idea of I kind of wanted to put in this idea of like, oh, I'm a public danger. I'm an asshole. I'm a public danger.
Your voice is a public danger.
So I made it as if I was like this emergent. So I had the idea to make it around the emergency alert system.
Right. Which you can find it on his Instagram, which should be in the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. You did
Yeah,
post it on your Instagram. That's right. Yeah, because
yeah, I did.
oh, oops, I accidentally clicked on Instagram short. Don't sue me. I was trying to go on your Instagram because I
I
had to.
even
Go ahead.
I even had to I even made a little video that was basically the alert tones with a siren in the background. It's like,
Yeah, you kind of have a like a intro, don't you?
yeah, I use that for intros whenever I do like a recorded video. I don't do a lot of recorded videos, so I really only used it like one time thus far.
I'm scrolling on your Instagram, and I just came across the thing of you with long hair, and I'm tripping. The good old days. I
Holy
mean,
shit. Yeah,
there's.
the good old days.
Wait, I feel bad. I feel like I insulted you. You're still in the good old days, but I mean like the days when I first met you. Which I gotta say, I like the new logo. I wish I could design something myself that was like actually like not stolen from Batman. But what other fucking Bat logo am I gonna use? Like, come on, how the fuck am I supposed to design my own Bat logo? Like, my name is based around like Batman and like a sun, so like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Well, if you were
Although,
bat in the sun, if you were bat in the sun, I would say, how about you make one of a bat burning up in the sun?
yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that because their logo is just a normal bat in the sun. But their
Yeah,
bat
that one.
logo's different. But
Yeah, yeah, they could do a little bit more with theirs, I will say.
yeah, shout out to them. Um, Actually, my dad owns an iPad. He usually uses it for work. He doesn't really do much on it. He mainly uses it for work. But I remember he has an Apple Pen with it, and I was drawing on his. I downloaded like this drawing thing that people recommend usually. I forgot what the software was called or app. But I actually found myself like making digital art. Like I'm interested in maybe getting an iPad. I don't know. Like, cause you could design your own logos and shit, or like art. I don't know.
You can.
How did you make your logo? Was yours found off of Google
No, mine was Illustrator.
Illustrator? You designed that yourself? So did you draw that panda?
I didn't draw it. I kind of like traced something, did some facial features,
Okay.
and I had the idea to have the bamboo like stuck in the teeth,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and Pandahead CJR down there.
So I have a shirt on my wall by my door. You can't see it. It's like, fuck, where is it? Actually, it would be like right here under my TV. My TV's right there. I got the shirt that you sent me, and it has your old logo on it. Yeah, but I don't hang it up on my wall.
I might make a new
Well,
shirt.
that's what I was about to say. I think we should come up with. Well, I think I kind of already kind of created a design or something. Or I don't know. We will because that shirt is just both of our logos, but on both sides of the shirt. But
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you like we should come up with a maybe a design or like you just like we do the same thing where it's like both logos on different sides or we like combine our logos and put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in like doing it with you because I know you sent me that one. But
Yeah.
I'm like, interested
Why
in
don't you
like
design one this time?
that's what I was thinking of. Like I and by the way, you send me the album I mentioned earlier. I'm also gonna send you something. So yeah, yeah, cause
I guess we'll see what it is.
yeah, we'll see what it is. But
And then I already told you that, tell me an album that you want and I'll have it shipped to you.
yeah, see, I want to get you an album too, but I'm so fucking nervous because you have like everything. It's like I'm probably gonna have to like contact you before, not like give it away, but no wait, you did tell me.
I could literally send you Amazon links if you want them.
Okay, yeah, send me a bunch of shit or whatever. I do remember one that you told me.
I already sent
Uh,
that as a Christmas idea to Mom, so I don't want to get duplicates.
okay, yeah, I see that. Have you ever received a gift that somebody like you already have, and, like you had to play it off, like you were excited?
No.
You never had.
Plus, top of that, I don't sugarcoat. I would have just said, I
I
already have
Okay,
this.
well, I do that. Like, if I receive something from my mom, I'll like admit that I have it. But sometimes or this hasn't happened recently. I really don't receive gifts anymore from anyone but you or like family sometimes. But I remember back when I'd have birthday parties, somebody would give me something I already own, and I don't know. I was just young, and I would sugarcoat it, but I would still keep it usually, and like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Something interesting. I was trying to scroll through like Instagram or Facebook and see if like there's any like news to talk about. Cause
Uh,
I did see that GTA news from
I
earlier.
know, I know. Do you want to talk
Ooh.
about the fucking midterms?
I'm not educated. I feel like on them as you probably are, but yeah, I mean we could talk about it a little bit.
I guess I'll give my take.
Okay.
So you actually, I don't think you're gonna like this take, but I think Trump cost us the election.
The election.
Yeah,
All right. I'm
like
actually.
here's so, and here's why I say this. So ultimately, it's independents that decide every election.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what fucking state you live in. That's the truth everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because only about 30% of people are registered, like, party voters, with it usually being about 14.5% to Democrats and Republicans evenly, and then the other, like, 0.5% is third parties.
Okay. Yeah.
So, really, if you have a lot of independents in blue states, then you're going to ultimately, usually those are blue votes.
Mm.
And the left has done a better job at convincing people that they're moderates than the right has, especially young voters. So basically, it's like, yeah, Republican held areas, the Republicans absolutely dominated. Like, Florida was not even a contest. Like, DeSantis won by a landslide.
Yeah.
And I think everyone with a brain knew Charlie Crist was going to lose hard.
Yeah.
Same with Texas. Greg Abbott. He didn't lose by nearly as much as he lost last time. He didn't win by nearly as much as he did last time, but he still won by quite a lot.
Right. Yeah.
And then we also have the issue of then it was also Brian Kemp versus Stacey Abrams. That was an interesting race to follow, especially given the fact that Georgia, while Georgia's a Republican state, it actually is not really a MAGA Republican state. Like support for Donald Trump is not as heavy in Georgia as it is in like Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida.
Right. Hmm.
But yeah, yeah, Brian Kemp is not in any way a Trump Republican. He's much more of a pre-Trump Republican.
Donald Trump also did. Side note, he did announce his campaign or whatever that he's running
I
in
don't
20,
know. I
2024.
personally think he shouldn't run. I think he's gonna lose again if he does,
Yeah, I'm not
because
gonna get too into it, but
he already has negative press will destroy your political career, especially if you're on a certain political party side. It seems like I know a lot of people don't like to admit this, but most mainstream media outlets are heavily left leaning.
shit.
And if I'm being honest, and here's the thing, if Trump is guilty of whatever they accuse him of, I guarantee you Biden would do the same thing given the opportunity. Because they're politicians. They fucking scam people for a living.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Everything said here
And
is
honestly,
just.
and the other thing I will also say is to think one political party is more virtuous than the other is literally just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Like the Republicans are, let's see, the Republicans are arrogant, and the Democrats are stupid.
Yeah.
At this point, it's literally just
Both
like,
sides are fucked.
try to find someone who's level-headed, at least somewhat,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the battle now.
I used to be a little more into the politics like a year or two ago, but I
Well,
just
yeah.
I just haven't really like gave a fuck lately. Like I care a little bit, but I just like the shit gets too crazy and people.
And you guys reelected Wacko Whitmer.
Yeah, I'm not my doing. I actually don't even know anybody that fucking voted like personally. But
Your mom vote?
no, I no, I guess not.
Damn it, she could have. Damn it, she should have voted. Could have gotten Tudor Dixon in there.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. By the way, everything said here, I mean, I don't really give a fuck about what you think, because I'm just not like that, but everything here is our opinions, so fuck off in the comment sections or whatever. If you don't like anything said, or if you do like something said, well, good. But yeah, I don't feel the need to have to say that all the time, but just take it easy, my friend. Otherwise, I really don't care about what you think.
And if you
Actually,
can't,
I'm interested in what you think. Let me know in the comment section. Obviously, if you're watching this
I
on
don't give a
YouTube.
fuck. No, wait, I'm interested.
I mean, I don't hear. I don't give a fuck about what you think about our opinions, but I guess I'll like hear
Yeah.
you out. You know what I mean? Yeah, some probably sounds stupid, but you know what I mean.
I mean, honestly, why do you think I'm wearing this hat? Why I was wearing this hat a second ago?
Yeah, yeah, I don't care. I mean, right? I'm not. I'm not as educated on like politics as I was probably like 2 years ago. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. But yeah. So that's
The other thing
kind
I
of
will also say, the other thing I will also say is I do think that abortion really turned it around, like the abortion issue,
abortion was a big issue. You're right.
like more than I think people expected,
Yeah, that was a big
and,
topic.
and personally more than I expected.
Yeah, that was a really big topic with everything. I yeah, I forgot about that. To be honest.
I'll tell you this, I'm not. I don't vote. I don't vote MAGA on abortion at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. I'm not pro-life or pro-choice.
Yeah.
Both are bullshit. Like, I'm fine with legal abortions as long as it's, not late term. That's
Right.
really the only thing I'm against.
Yeah. I kind of
Because,
just.
obviously you shouldn't be aborting your baby 7 months into the pregnancy. Like, that's just fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Because by that point, it is a fucking human being.
Yeah. I could agree with that. I just like haven't really gave a fuck about politics. Like I feel like shit's just been clouded and shit. I don't know.
I've kind of settled down with it after the midterms.
Yeah.
And
You.
honestly, I feel like with the Republican House, it's going to be like, a lot more uninteresting things is going to happen. Like, it's just going to be like nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's going to be just like after Democrats took back Congress during Trump's presidency.
Shit. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been that into politics, and I could have just haven't cared, just because that shit's been kind of crazy, but not at the same time. But yeah, I was kind of into it like 2 years ago, but I don't know.
The one thing I will say it's interesting is that the Senate is now 50-50, like exactly. Like no party has majority in the Senate officially.
Hmm. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, more weather alerts. Let's see what these are.
I got another topic we could talk about. I thought about actually.
What's that?
So I feel like this podcast episode's really good to like kind of get caught up on stuff we missed out since the last episode, because this podcast is really focused about culture, really like music, movies, shows sometimes, like social media, video games, just things we
Politics.
like. Yeah, like politics every now and then. Um, and yeah, so it's all over the place, which I like. I mean, I know a lot of podcasts are based on one thing. You're more the politics guy,
Yeah,
but yeah,
like the Limp Biscuit corner.
yeah,
Like
like
that's legit a podcast I seen the other day.
everything in one. But we haven't really talked about movies, and there's been a lot of great releases since the last episode.
Yeah, Black Adam
Yeah,
shattered my expectations.
Black Adam was one of the newest movies that came out in October, late October. Wait, do you mean Shattered in a good way?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
I
was
mean, it was the
actually.
first rock movie that didn't feel like a rock
Yeah,
movie.
so went and when I heard about Rock playing Black Adam for all these years, I was like, okay, but it's The Rock. A lot of or not Black Adam. A lot of Rock movies are dry because people say he plays the same character, which sometimes
Well, yeah, he
a lot
does.
he does play the same character, yeah, which can get dry. I mean, every time I kind of see The Rock on screen, I'm entertained, but it does get repetitive seeing him play the same character every time. But I gotta admit, him and Black Adam, I don't think he was the same character this time around.
No,
Uh,
he wasn't.
no, he
He
was
wasn't
the
a
new
goody two
character.
shoes. He was, yeah,
Yeah, it was a good fucking movie. I'd watch it again.
yeah, I would as well.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I rate it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe 8.5 or 9. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably rate it a 9. I think it was good. And did you watch the after credit scene or post credit scene
Yeah, I did.
with Superman?
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Spoiler alert, but I don't really care because the movie's about to be like 2 months old anyway, soon. A month old. Yeah, Superman, that was cool. So that movie was good. I'm trying to think of what other movies have came out since then. Oh my god, I gotta say this year's been a weird year for movies with me. Oh, no, the latest one was Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, you just seen that one the other day. What'd you think of that one?
It was pretty good. It
Yeah,
was and have you seen it yet? Because I really don't
yeah, I've seen
necessarily
it.
want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I've seen it like the
All right,
day it
spoiler
came out.
alert.
Yeah.
I do think it was interesting that Killmonger appeared again.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So
I wasn't either.
to start out, I didn't think I was gonna give a fuck about this movie to be honest, because I like Black Panther for Black
Mm.
Panther for Chadwick Boseman's role, as T'Challa.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
character. So I thought I wasn't gonna care for it because he wasn't in the movie. But the movie was actually pretty entertaining throughout it. But I don't think Shuri should have been the new Black Panther.
My problem with Shuri is that the actor who plays her can't fight for shit.
Yeah, Shuri fucking. I think she was getting her ass whooped throughout the movie, like when she was Black Panther. At least like the end battle scene with fuck, what's the villain's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking. The villain and Shuri fighting in the Black Panther outfit was like cool, but at the same time it just didn't fit. I don't know. Can't fight for shit. I just feel like it should have been somebody else, but I feel like did you watch the end credit scene or post credit scene for that one? That movie?
I definitely think it was interesting to find out that T'Challa had a son.
Yeah, so the post credit or end credit scene, I don't know the difference from post or end, but yeah, T'Challa has a son at the end of the movie, which was pretty fucking cool. I mean, I think they went the right direction. Like, cause at first I thought it would have been cool if they recasted Black Panther. Just like, I mean, nobody could be Chadwick Boseman, but I felt like the character deserved like his own second movie and as a character. I don't know, but I think they took the right direction, I guess. But hopefully his son becomes Black Panther in the future, and they get Shuri the fuck out of there.
I think you gotta feel bad for her because her entire family died within the span of like a
Oh
year.
yeah, dude, I wasn't expecting the mom to die at all. I didn't think they'd kill the mom. That was sad.
Yeah, that was a pretty sad part.
No, I do like Shuri as a character. I just didn't feel like I don't know. I guess like it like made sense why she was Black
Mm.
Panther, but I just didn't like that she was Black Panther because she's like the tech person, like she
Yeah.
it just didn't make sense to me because she was like the tech person, and like I didn't even know she knew how to fight or any. I mean, she didn't know how to fight clearly, but I don't know. It was a good movie though. Namor was the villain. I like Namor. He was the villain. Not bad. I got a question. You seen the Aquaman movie, right? From a couple years ago. Aquaman.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
did you think the underwater scenes were better in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, or in Aquaman? So I think the Aquaman underwater scenes were still better.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I heard people saying that the Black Panther underwater scenes were better, but I disagree. But I've talked a lot
Oh,
about
for
Black Panther.
Aquaman, they had a bigger budget.
Yeah, did they really? I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah, because they had a bigger budget for water CGI
Well,
specifically,
true, yeah, because right, yeah, you're right.
because the
'Cause
entire
that
thing was
movie's
based on.
yeah, the entire movie's based on the water and shit. You're right. You're right. What other movies came out? I'm blanking. I mean, there's a lot of shit like Marvel wise.
Marvel wise, I think unfortunately this year has been pretty
Pretty
bad.
bad. Yeah, I agree.
Like She-Hulk was fucking terrible.
I think I liked it a little bit more than other people did, but they fucking ruined the character. I think, I just feel like the show was hyped up and it could have been a better show, but they like
Yeah,
wasted
it
the
could have.
opportunity completely.
It could have really been a better show.
The only thing I kind of like is how they set up the Hulk having a son. Like it's setting up a Hulk movie. That's about the only thing I really cared for. Well, and Daredevil being in it, it was kind of cool, but kind of shitty show.
I'll still never get over the stupid twerking scene. Like
I
seriously.
remember I cringed so hard when I seen that. So hard.
Every time I'm just thinking,
I think one of the biggest movies this year that came out didn't that Top Gun Maverick come out this year?
yeah,
Did I?
yeah, it did. It
Okay,
did.
I've never seen the movie yet. I know that's bad.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick was a good one.
I know that like movie wise, I heard that was like one of the biggest ones this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the coolest part. Like Tom Cruise does all his own stunts
Yeah,
in that one.
that's why I like watching Tom Cruise movies because he's always doing his own stunts. So I might have to watch that movie actually. I feel like it has kind of like been a good but shitty year for movies.
Yeah, it's been kind of back and forth.
Although the Batman movie came out like right after our last episode.
Oh yeah,
That was a
yeah.
pretty good
The
movie.
Batman movie is pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Fucking the Obi-Wan show came out.
Mm,
I just watched it the other day, or like
yeah.
more, or like, re.
Book of Boba Fett too.
Yeah, Boba Fett. Yeah, dude, I miss Star Wars shit. I gotta say, I watched like the last two episodes of Obi-Wan the other day because I didn't finish the show. Well, here's the thing. I was watching it as they were coming out, but I remember like the final episode got spoiled for me, and I was pissed, so I never watched it. But I did watch it the other day, and like, dude, I even though the sequels were shitty Star Wars movies, I do miss like the hype of like a new Star Wars movie coming out.
Yeah,
That was like a big
yeah. I can.
reason why like I wanted to go see the new Halloween movie in theaters because it was. I mean, there's probably gonna be more in the future because if it makes money, they're gonna make another one. But probably for
Yeah,
a couple years, like because it's probably the last Halloween movie we're gonna see in theaters for a couple years. So that makes me sad about Star Wars. Like as shitty as the sequels are, and they're fucking terrible, I do miss like new movie Star Wars movies. Although the Disney Plus shows have been really fucking good for Star Wars.
yeah. The movies are terrible, but the shows are good. Like that. That's the
Yeah,
weird thing with Star Wars.
yeah. I was watching. I started watching Revenge of the Sith earlier, but I didn't finish it. I just like watched like the first like 10 minutes of it. I gotta ask you though,
Show.
what what do you like better, the The prequels are like the original trilogy.
I don't know. As long as it's not the sequels.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the fucking sequels are
But if
terrible.
you had to choose your favorite sequel out of all three, which one would you choose?
Rise of Skywalker, probably.
Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
I hated Last Jedi.
I feel like the way that they killed off Luke was like not proper.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, Luke was a fucking coward.
Yeah. They did him dirty.
They really did.
I would have loved to see like some like type of series like in between like Luke training Kylo Ren. Like I feel like I'd maybe have a little more appreciation. Like the my problem with those sequels is like mainly like Rey. That was my biggest issue. I did like the Kylo Ren character and shit, like how that worked out, but they just went a shitty direction.
Yeah.
So fuck. What else did we talk about? We kind of touched
I do want to touch on this. I am really disappointed at how uninteresting the weather's been
weather.
this year.
Yeah, yeah. Weather's okay. Weather. I haven't had a good fucking storm since my old house. I think. So we used to have
Yeah.
a sunroom, and I remember we used to sit out there all the time and watch good storms. There hasn't been
Yeah.
shit lately. Like
Yeah, there hasn't.
I miss like
Been drier than Arizona here.
for real over where I live too. Cause yeah, we do live in different states, and it's been dry for both of us. I feel. I remember when I was like young, when I first discovered the computer, when I first discovered Minecraft videos. I'd like went back when I was watching the tornado mod and shit. I remember storms would
Yeah, I
happen.
love the tornado mod.
I had so much anxiety about storms, so when I heard it was gonna storm, I lost my shit. Like I got so scared. Like I had to be reinsured by my parents. But like nowadays, I'm like craving a fucking storm. Like yeah,
And then it doesn't come.
right. Like my mom likes like storm watching too. Like if there's a good storm, my mom will fucking. If there's a tornado rolling through town, my mom will like be out on the fucking like in the street like trying to capture a video of it. So
The last time we had a good storm was early August.
early August.
Yeah.
It's definitely actually there was kind of a storm in the middle of the night. I guess you like uh probably more than a couple months ago. It might have been during the summer actually. I remember I was like watching a movie. It was like late. I think I was texting in like the group chat that I was like scared or something, but I was like joking. But yeah, it was like, but it was like the middle of the night, so like I like would have like went outside and sat on the porch and watched it, but I don't know. It was just like late at night, so I didn't. I was watching a movie.
Yeah, it was kind of just like it was basically like I was actually at driver's ed class when the storm hit.
Oh no shit. What were you like training to do that day? Or were you just driving?
No, this was like a
Oh,
class.
oh, you were in the classroom. Yeah, yeah. Okay, my bad. I'm stupid. Yeah.
And so basically they offered if we didn't like the content of a video, they offered to let us step out during the video. And so I mainly just stepped out because I just wanted to see the storm. And it's not like the video was really important. Like it was basically just a sob story about a teenager that died in a car crash.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember it was like I noticed the storm coming in when I was on my way to the place for the lesson. Like right before I had to go in, I could just see the storm like rolling in from like the northwest. You
Mm.
can see that lightning and everything, and like the clouds are moving super fast. And it just started coming down. And actually it was cool. So right after, so basically they gave us like a 15-minute like, get out of class break to go eat and shit.
Hmm.
And once we got into that, we started that. they were like, you know, I got out there, and so this is around like sunset, and so the clouds were still hanging around though, and you could see the storm off this time to the southeast, and it created this like weird like sky color,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just see like lightning all around. It was a cool experience.
Shit.
I miss living in Georgia. We got all sorts of good shit down there, like
I'm.
weather-wise.
I like. I miss when there used to be good shit. Like there was like a tornado like that was supposed to like touch down near me like years ago, and like I'm sort of close to living back in that area almost in a way, but not at the same time. But like, yeah, I don't know. I miss good storms. It's been fucking dry here lately as well.
But yeah, I've actually earlier this year we actually did have a storm almost produce a tornado near here.
Oh shit.
Like the storm was tornado warned, and they had to deal with actually I was lucky I was not at school because the school went into lockdown.
Oh shit. Really?
Like I was at home. All of a sudden my weather radio started beeping, and actually I didn't. It was actually moving somewhat towards me, so I decided to take shelter. So I got like behind the bed, and did the shelter position
Shit. I've never had a.
because I'm already in the
Well,
lowest because I'm already in the lowest floor of the house.
I've never had like a shelter position, but I remember when we had like a tornado that was supposed to touch down near us. Well, yeah, I remember we were on our way. My mom was taking me and my brother to like the doctors, and I remember the uh, beeping thing went off on the phone.
Emergency alert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I remember it said like tornado warning or something. So
The National Weather Service in Detroit Pontiac has issued a tornado warning for.
we we flipped around. We went home, and cause I think my brother was like watching my sister or something, or I don't remember. So we went home. We went in the basement. I remember I grabbed my Legos because I was like fucking 7, and I just like you can have everything else except my Lego collection.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then they say like to unplug everything, I guess, when there's a tornado, so it doesn't cause a fire.
Well, technically, that unplugging anything wouldn't really do anything. Like to make a difference that in that area, you just have to turn off the power in the entire
Yeah,
house,
but I do remember they went
which you don't have
upstairs and
time to do
unplugged shit.
usually.
Right. So yeah, we sat down in the basement for a while. Actually, no, my brother wasn't even home because I remember we used his TV because at the time it was where we lived. It was like a nice basement, uh, and like their rooms were down there. I remember they like split the basement, and his TV was down there. So we watched the news on his TV. So he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but nothing really happened, unfortunate. And I say unfortunately, I'm like grateful nothing happened, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, that would have been cool.
I'll tell you an interesting story I have. This was down in Georgia about what is it, 8 years ago now? Jesus Christ, this fucking happened almost. This was like summer of 2015. And so we head up to Atlanta for the day. And so for reference, I lived south of Macon, Georgia at the time. So we head up to Atlanta for the day. And it was actually nice and clear up there. Like there was nothing up there in way of weather. It was just hot, humid, and sunny.
Oh, shit.
And so then when we got back on I-75 southward, head down to Macon, like as soon as we hit the 475 interchange, like and into the middle of 475, it started to become really dark. And I mean like darker than usual for daytime. And keep in mind this was like 1 in the afternoon. And then all of a sudden like the rain just started coming down. Like it came down so hard that windshield wipers on full blast barely helped visibility.
Shit.
And I'm just thinking like, okay, the wind must be whipping right now. Unfortunately, weren't exactly. I wasn't able to see the trees all that well when this was happening because I was actually in kind of an open area. So then all of a sudden, I noticed there's this lighter cloud off to the west, and so this is down south. So there's trees. There's a lot of trees in the way, blocking everything.
Mm-hmm.
But once the trees moved, I just look over and I see this giant like wall cloud supercell. It's dumping rain, and there's like all sorts of like lightning going off of it, and you could see the clouds like moving really fast, like in a circular motion.
Oh shit.
And nothing, no tornado ever ended up coming out of it. Like it never even ended up being tornado warned. But it did produce a monster hailstorm as well as a monster windstorm that ripped down trees like they were flies.
Damn. Yeah, I've had some.
Like
Go ahead.
basically the neighborhood was like the newer section and the older section, and the older section had a lot of big trees.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in the newer section, so there was barely any trees around. Like this was more open field than just grass. We went down to the older section of the neighborhood, and it was like there was so many trees down, and there was so much debris on the road too.
Damn.
Like there may not have been a tornado, but that wind must have been whipping, like hard.
Damn.
I was kind of surprised to find out that, and actually, I think that storm ended up tearing off a few roof shingles.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a crazy storm. And then the other really big like notable thing I can also say is the time when lightning struck right over the house and it shook the whole place.
Damn.
Like it scared the absolute shit out of my dog.
Damn.
Like I was upstairs in my room, all of a sudden I just feel the whole house shake. And like I've been in a magnitude what 4.5 earthquake before. Like and the shaking was worse from a lightning strike than it was from that.
That's fucking crazy. You know what's funny? I've been like on Facebook sometimes and like in like local groups in my area or whatever sometimes. And they'll be like, "Oh, did you guys feel that earthquake?" And then it'll be on the news, and it was like a really small earthquake. But I'm like, I I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I didn't feel it at all. I don't even.
Actually, there was a magnitude 2.7 a few weeks ago over in the western part of the state.
Oh,
Now it was way too far west for me to actually feel it, but
yeah, that must have been
it
what it was.
happened.
Cause I don't know how the earthquake leveling works, but I don't know. I guess other people felt it, but I sure so didn't. But I remember I had one tornado experience where I was staying at this hotel, but it was like closer to Ohio, and I remember like where in Ohio was they had a lot of tornadoes, and there was one like it was
Yeah.
like really close to the border, I guess, of Ohio and Michigan, and Ohio had like a tornado or something, and I guess like there was well, I don't know, but I remember like have you been on the AM radios?
Yes.
So I remember one time I was in the car and we were like had an AM or like there's a tornado like warning or watch and I like they turned on the AM radio and it was like one of those emergency alert like AM radio systems or whatever and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, like
Yeah, tornado in this area. Or oh my god, I this is kind of off topic, but I
the
remember
National Weather Service in Detroit Pontiac has issued a tornado warning for Wayne County in southeast Michigan, Plymouth County in southeast Michigan until 5:45 p.m. At 5:08 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located just north of Novi, moving south at 45 miles per hour.
you're good at that. I think you found yourself a new job. Have you ever like fell asleep or like? Cause I know like I used to like leave the TV on when I went to sleep like a couple years ago.
Sometimes do that.
But have you ever like woke up to like, or I think I was awake in this incident, but there was like a emergency alert test on TV, and that shit
I got
scared
woken up by
the fuck out of me.
I got woken up at 4 a.m. by the mask mandates that they used to issue through the emergency alert system.
Oh my god! Or if you ever wake up,
Remember that?
I don't know. I don't know if I remember that.
You remember they used to issue those COVID advisories through the emergency alert system?
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. Or
They
I don't
used
know.
to do it at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, the world's ending.
Yeah, that's how I felt in that one incident. But like, I remember like, have you ever woke up to an Amber Alert? Those scared the fuck out of me too. Cause
Yeah, the fucking Amber
like,
Alerts.
I feel like I should know that it's an Amber Alert by now. But like, when you hear that noise, like you're just like, heart drops. Like
Fortunately, the Amber Alert sounds like every other alert.
yeah, but like it's like either I'm about to get sucked up into a tornado, B, America's about to fight for their country, or like C, it's a
Or,
Amber Alert,
or,
but
yeah,
or what? What were you gonna say?
never mind.
But yeah,
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Pontiac Police Department at
oh,
approximately 9:47 a.m. A young 12-year-old girl was reported missing, last seen in a 1997 Toyota Tercel, heading south on I-75 near Toledo.
those are rough though. Like, I mean, I understand they're like all the alerts are important, but they fucking scare me sometimes. It's like if it's like midday, I guess I can understand, but like if dude like middle of the night, oh my god, and it scares me.
I'll tell you, I'm
If
happy that they do the tests for the no weather radios
yeah,
at like 11 a.m.
they
Actually, I'm usually not even in the house for it. Like they do it like 11 a.m. every Wednesday.
okay. I it's even worse when like you hear the Amber Alert going off, but you can't find your phone. Like it's like on like have you ever like fallen asleep with your phone like in your bed and then you wake up and you can't find it?
No.
You never have? Where do you put your phone when you go to sleep? Do you put it on the charger?
Yeah,
I used to
I
do
always put
that.
it on the charger.
I should start doing that again. But yeah, sometimes. But like, you've never accidentally fell asleep before putting it on the charger? Oh, you don't go on your phone when you lay down?
Not usually.
Oh, okay, shit. Yeah, that I used to do that a lot. Fuck, we're at 2 hours and 12 minutes.
I was gonna say let's start wrapping it up
All
because
right,
I'm starting to get dreary over here.
I want to talk about something. So, you know, the new YouTube thing is like YouTube Shorts, and I've heard a lot of big creators say it's the new way of growing. So I feel like podcast wise, this might be good for it, and I think we should create a Shorts channel. What do you think for the
Unless you just
podcast?
post shorts on the channel.
Well, yeah, either or. Yeah, I might as well. Because, yeah, they do have like a shorts section now. Shorts section. So, I think we should probably start posting shorts and stuff. Because I feel like that's the new way, I guess, of YouTube. At least YouTube.
Yeah, because
I mean,
everything has to be TikTok now, you know?
yeah, I don't fuck with that much. But do you watch TikTok a lot still?
Yeah. I send a lot of TikToks to fucking Caden.
I'm more of a like Instagram reel type of guy. I find myself or YouTube shorts, but mostly Instagram reels. I don't really fuck with TikTok that much. I mean, I post TikToks every now and then. I recently posted some YouTube shorts, and they kind of, I wouldn't say they blew up, but they did well for me.
Yeah, they did pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I had to give a word of advice, not that my advice matters, if you're like us trying to get your shit going, you know, and especially like we've been playing PlayStation forever, like, you know, I'm assuming
Yeah, we got tons of good shit.
every gamer saves their clips usually. Like if you hit a good shot or a funny moment, go into your like library of your capture or like, you know, PlayStation. I don't know how Xbox works, but I know PlayStation, you could save clips, go into your clips library, and like find a bunch of fucking clips from your gaming. Um, I know you can't really save them directly. Send them to like a message chat on PlayStation, and then go into the message chat on your app on your phone and like screen record them, or if you have another way of saving them, and then post them on YouTube Shorts.
Directly upload it to YouTube.
Or yeah, you could do that too. But you probably, I don't think you can directly upload it as a short though. So you might upload it, but like private it, or you can leave it up publicly. But like, there's ways to save it. Yeah. So yeah, do that, and then post
Pretty
them.
sure if it's under a minute, or it automatically does it as a short.
Oh, they do.
I think if it's under a minute, I think yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Because a lot of my like shorter videos have been converted into shorts.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then yeah, do that. And post them wherever the fuck you want, I guess. Like wherever shorts are accepted. Instagram Reels, TikTok if you
TikTok,
want. I guess Facebook, whatever their shit's called.
Facebook Watch, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Their stuff's kind of entertaining sometimes on Facebook, but I feel like that's maybe more of an adult, like a older audience. But I mean, there's people out there that watch them. But yeah, YouTube Shorts is where it's at, especially because I heard like in like February or like January, they're supposed to like make it to where you can make money off of them. So if you have a YouTube channel that like it has little subscribers, but if your short fucking takes off, like you can make money from it. That's what I'm hearing, at least from other big YouTubers. I'm not a big YouTuber, but like from big YouTubers, I've watched a lot of videos trying to educate myself on it to prepare myself. But do it now before it gets big. That's what I've been hearing of, because it's really hard to like get big on YouTube now. Like I feel like that,
Yeah.
like with normal content, so shorts is like the way to go right now. But continue to make your normal content, because I still will,
Yeah.
if anything. But
That'll give you the content for the shorts.
yeah, your shorts will put your normal content in the light. Because yeah, if that makes sense. I'm not a professional. I have like under 300 subscribers, so who the fuck am I to say? But this is information from like big YouTubers. So if we're gonna leave you with anything, do that, because that's what we're gonna do.
Stars, keep your feet on the ground.
Yep, exactly. This has been a good episode. Over 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. Oh, you know what we have to say real quick?
What's that?
Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah, happy 10th birthday to Black Ops 2.
Yeah, what day did it come out officially?
I think November 10th, 2012. I don't remember.
Oh shit, so it's... Yeah, you told me this earlier. I didn't even know that. That's crazy that game's 10 years old. Fuck. Where does time go? We didn't even talk about the new Modern Warfare. I guess we got that for next episode.
Yeah, let's save some stuff, right?
Yeah, we'll save some stuff. Alright, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's just wrap it up.
Alright, this has been this podcast. Let us know in the YouTube comments what you want us to talk about. What albums do you want us to review for the new segment? And we'll... Fuck. You can... Depending on if you're listening to this on Anchor or like Apple Podcast or whatever the fuck it is, there's a YouTube version. We're here on a Discord call together. You could come see our faces, Chris's sexy face, and you can like stalk our rooms. I got a Michael Myers mask behind me. Don't ask why. And yeah, so you can watch the video version, subscribe. Or if you want to listen to audio only, that's fine too, because that's how we started. This video thing is actually fairly new from at the start of the year. So, yeah, both versions are great, I'd say. You can find us on Anchor, Apple Podcasts. Where else are we on?
Spotify.
We're on Spotify too, that's right.
Google Podcast.
Yeah. We're on about everything.
Radio Public.
Yeah. This is awesome. I'm so fucking happy we're doing this again, honestly.
Yeah, glad I finally got you off your ass to do it.
I'm just glad we were able, because we sat on this for months trying to figure out how to rebrand it. Oh, we didn't really say why we rebranded it. We'll talk about that in the next episode. My PlayStation just died, so I can't hear shit. Oh no, so my PlayStation shut off and my mix amp shut off for a second. I'm good. All right. Thanks for watching or listening. However you're doing it. You know, you can find us on everything. Follow us on Instagram. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter too. You know, we'll probably start posting on those more once we get more followers.
Links in the description
Yep,
on YouTube.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe to me and Panda, our individual channels. Follow us on I almost said Facebook. Fuck, we don't really do Facebook. Like,
No, we don't do Facebook.
yeah, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, I guess, if you want. Even though neither of us go live on Twitch really anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I don't know if that'll be in the description, but you can look it up. What else do I say? Am I missing anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
This has been a great podcast, guys.
Yeah, this has.
Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one. And thanks for listening, subscribing, and we'll see you on the next episode. Look out for
next episode.
Look out for Saturday. I think that's what we're gonna go with. So look out for it, and peace.
I thought you were about to say look out for razor blades.
What? Oh man, not Harry's razor blades.
Check my Halloween video for the joke.
Yeah, you'll understand. Peace.
All right. Have a good one.